Hi, welcome back to. Oh, I was about to start the intro.
Wait, why did you stop then?
Right, I'll start now.
What's up? This didn't happen
Hi,
last
welcome
week.
back to our third
Sorry.
That's our chemistry. Yeah, we
Sorry.
spoke about our chemistry. We spoke
It's
about
got
our
the shit,
chemistry.
mate.
Oh, we might as well. All right.
We had 99
It's our
chem.
third episode. It's our third. I'm just going to keep going. It's our third episode of Takeaway
Yeah.
Sunday podcast. Multiple attempts at the intro. It's not gone well. Today we have our second guest on, who is a close friend of mine. I've known her since secondary school, and she's recently just set up her own bakery business called Sky Blue Bakery. So welcome, Indianna. Thank you for coming on our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I suppose where we could sort of start is obviously we met at E-Tone. I think we're in form for the first few years. I think Mr. Evans.
So year 7,
Okay.
8. Was it year 7, 8, and 9? Or just?
Did we have Mr. Evans for year 7 and 8?
Yeah,
'Cause
so
he
year
left.
7 and 8, and then we
Or
changed.
9. I think we might have.
No, year 7, 8, and 9. We had the
9, 'cause
same
I think-
group.
Yeah. I think because you sat behind. I think you and Jess sat behind me in year 9. I think.
Yes. Oh my god.
It was a long
so
time
long
ago. It's
Oh my
weird to think
God.
about.
Mm.
But I suppose the one thing when I sort of, because I was like speaking to Callum recently, and we were talking about. Do you remember like year 9 English with Miss Smith?
Oh my god, yeah.
There you go.
Oh my
Yeah. I think it was like
God.
me, you, Aaron, Callum, George. I think Angeli maybe.
Yeah, because I used to sit in front of you guys.
Yeah.
And then we'd
yeah.
talk in English, yeah. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember all
I
that
know.
too.
Yeah. And it just sticks with me, mainly because of what the sort of things George did, because he was just a bit of a mental kid,
Yeah.
but it was just
Mental
just one of those
kid,
things. I just
What do you mean mental kid? Go on, elaborate.
He
Go on.
told us a story.
I've experienced all of this for the first
Well,
time. You gotta
apparently, this is what like the first thing I think about when I think about George is when he told us. Don't know how true this is, and like actually thinking about it now, could it actually happen? He left his cat outside overnight, and apparently it froze. And did he like chuck it in the bin or something? I don't know, but that's all I can remember.
His name was George.
Yeah.
We had a kid in my year called George as well, and he's interesting. He's interesting. All the teachers loved him for some reason. All the teachers loved him. He had one of these personalities where all the teachers loved him, but the amount of trouble that he got into was ridiculous.
Yeah, George was a bit.
So he got his bollock out in chemistry.
Okay.
Gosh.
Our George wasn't that bad.
No, this is
he
our
like
George.
jumped over tables and stuff.
Oh yeah, he did that in science. I think in year 7, he just ran across all the science lab tables.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this George, he's talking to the teacher. He literally, like the big like chemistry desks. He stands up, start talking to our teacher, Mr. Oakley. He looks at us, sort of winks at us, opens his leg out, and it just his bollock just drops out. We're like, what the fuck have we just seen?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and we're laughing at him. Our teachers look at us like, what are you laughing at? And we just can't say anything. We're like crying because it just dropped out. But they're like, not something I ever wanted to see in my life.
Some people are so weird, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just a tad.
I won't go any further because that's not the worst thing he did. I won't go any further because it is kind of grim.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I dread to think.
Well, I think just
maybe an episode for another day. We'll get him on the podcast.
Maybe. Oh, it's a shot, it's a story, isn't it? It's not one I maybe want to know about.
Yeah, George, tell us about how you got your bollock out in chemistry, lad.
I think just coming back to our George and about the cat thing, the one thing that I also remember, and because the only reason I remember it is because I think I was laughing the whole of the English lesson, or it might have been in form or whatever. But he came in and he had his bag, and you remember him just sniffing it. And this whole time he was like really complaining about the smell coming from his bag, and then he said it was wet and all that, and he reckoned his cat had pissed all over it.
Oh,
and then I think then it was a couple of days later when the story about him leaving his cat outside came out. So I think it was just one of those things where he just I don't know how true it is, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did do it.
Did he leave school? Because I can't remember him in year 11.
That's a good point, actually.
He must have, because I
can't
remember him after that point. No idea.
trying to think now. That's a good point, actually. I've never
Oh,
thought
he
about
definitely
that.
wasn't in year 11.
I'm trying to think what he would have done as like GCSEs now if I was in any of his classes.
I wasn't.
No, I don't think I was. No, that's a good point, actually. He just disappeared.
Yeah.
He just disappeared.
Random.
I'm trying to think. Well, I suppose then it's sort of. Do you have any sort of memorable moments from Eton, at least secondary school, that just something you'll
Cool.
never forget?
No. Yeah. I'm sure I do.
Yeah, sounds like
It's the
it.
pressure.
Wait, so is
Uh,
Etone's the school name?
Yeah.
This
Eton
whole
College,
time
yeah.
I thought it was the place where you went to like a place in the Alps or something where you went skiing. I'm so confused. Yeah, it says
Yeah,
on the inside
yeah.
note it says skiing trip Etone. I was like, oh well, I've never heard of that place before. Confused me.
Yeah. Eton was the school we went to.
Okay, that makes more sense because the way you were
There
talking
you
about
go.
Etone, I was like, a lot of stuff has happened in Etone. How long were they there for?
I'm trying to think what I can actually remember from school because I look back and obviously because we went to Eton sixth form,
Yeah.
I get a lot of stuff muddled up and I'm like, oh, that happened at school. And I'm like, no, it didn't. That happened at
Yeah.
college. I don't know.
What about? Can you remember much? Because like obviously Max just mentioned it. Obviously, you went on a skiing trip at Eton, didn't you? Do you remember much
So
of
I can
that?
remember all the ski trips that I went on, like things like that I can remember. I can remember like the activity weeks that we used to do
Oh, I
at
forgot
the
about them.
end of term. I can remember some of
Yeah.
them because I'll often think about stuff like that. Like if I'm really weird, a couple months ago I was driving past Drayton Manor and then I thought about it. I was like, oh my God,
Oh
Wait, you got to get the
I
train out
completely
with your
forgot
school?
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, so at the end of each year, when did that start?
Were we in special measures at that point? Or
I
was it?
think so. Or was it after that? I don't know,
Special
around
measures.
Yeah, it's about year 9. Oh yeah, we'll
then.
get onto that in a
Yeah.
sec.
Okay, your school. I'm
It's
very.
weird.
I'm learning. I'm
Yeah.
learning about other schools that aren't in my tiny little town. That's mad. You got
Yeah, I
to go
think
to
maybe
Drayton
year
Manor.
9.
That's sick.
Yeah, so at the end of each school year, so the last week of term, there'd be like an activities week, and you could pick from like 5 or 6 different types of weeks. So some of them were like a sport one where you stayed at the school all week and you did like sport activities all week, or a couple of them were like you went to Drayton Manor, Alton Towers, a water park. You did like all different sort of stuff. So that's what I can remember,
I want to go.
but
I want to go to
not
your
Yeah,
very
school.
I
well.
forgot about
I
that.
want to go to
Oh,
your school.
oh.
I don't want to go to my school anymore.
Yeah, it was once, mate. Or twice. Because we didn't do it in year 11, did we? Did we
No,
even do it in
so
year 10?
I can't remember. We did it twice because I did
Okay.
2 different ones, I think. Did I?
I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember. Maybe
We
we
went.
just did it once.
We're that old. We're forgetting about
Yeah, I can't
secondary school.
remember.
No,
That's
I remember
fascinating.
doing the water park one. But I can't remember doing another one the year after because I feel like we did the one in year 9 and then I think obviously we went into year 10 and had GCSE. So I don't think I
Oh,
can't.
so
I just for
maybe we
some reason
didn't do it then.
I feel like we only did it once because our year was the year where they basically tested everything out. I think because like we said we
Yeah.
went into special measures because our school just wasn't very good in the best
So
possible
when was
way.
that? Was that year 9?
Yeah, that was year 9. I think we went into special measures.
And then year 10 is when we got the new uniform, the new head teacher and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah, because we went with that school, didn't we? Joined with some like
Oh, Bar Beacon, yeah, that other
that's it.
school.
Yeah. I've forgotten about them, and they had that dame who
Yeah.
there was all those
Took over
rumours
our
that she
school.
taxed evade or something.
Yeah, she
I
was
can't remember.
scary.
Oh yeah, she was Max. Like she was rather on the large side. We'll
She
put it
could kill.
nicely. Yeah, definitely.
Wait, what was she? She's like a deputy head.
No, so she was like a head teacher of this other school, and then that school took over our school. So she was
Okay.
like, well, she wasn't our head teacher. She was above our head teacher. Was she? I don't know. That could be a lie. Don't know.
No, I think
Because she
I'm
had
not
a say
100%
in a
sure.
lot of things,
The
didn't
whole
she?
thing confused me, to be fair, at the time.
That school basically took
Oh,
over
yeah,
our
yeah,
school,
yeah.
and
Okay.
a lot of their staff came over to our school, which
Huh.
was fun.
Yeah, because we lost a load of teachers because of
Mm.
obviously going into special measures.
Did you have a favorite teacher that got kicked out or left even because of the special measures stuff?
I don't remember.
What?
Oh, that's poor.
Well, I remember. Do you remember the geography teacher, Mr. Peplow?
I never had him.
Oh, he left because of special. He was the reason I took geography for GCSE.
Really?
Oh no.
And obviously, the whole of year 9, they're like, don't pick a subject because the teacher, based on the teacher. The only reason I picked geography was because of him, and then he left.
Oh no.
It wasn't because I don't know. He was just a good teacher. To be fair, it was Miss Harmon we had afterwards, and she was all right. But
I had her in year 9. Hated geography, so I didn't take it. But I remember you and Jess Williams. You two were in the same class, weren't you? Because she used to have him. That's the only way I knew about him.
Okay. Yeah, he was just a good teacher. He used to hate Kieran Edwards. I just remember Kieran would always be able to like just wind him up. It's just one of those things, but it was just funny. I don't know. He was just a good teacher, and it was like I actually enjoyed it. And then so
That's weird.
and then
Kieran Edwards.
go on.
I got a mate called Kieran Edwards. I thought you had about the same person. Just for some reason it came to mind that you're about the same person, but it definitely can't be the same person.
No, I don't think they'll be in the mighty Ludlow.
Mate, he's from the Big Craven Arms. Shit.
Oh, okay. Well, then obviously GCSEs. I think we took GCSE PE together.
Yeah.
German, but you weren't in my German class.
Yeah, because there was like 5 or 6 of us in my class.
Yeah, you had a tiny class, and we had a massive class.
Yeah, that was really random.
Yeah. What else did you take?
And history.
History. Oh, which one was your favourite?
PE, I think, because the people that are in PE.
Oh, okay,
Were your teachers actually decent for PE? Because my teacher just waffled for 3 hours a day. Literally, he asked this one. I can't remember what the question was, but he asked him something, and the student was like, didn't know. She goes, I don't know. We didn't learn the answer. Instead, he commended him for swimming with sharks.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what our reaction was. We're like, what? And then we didn't find out what the actual answer was. He just went on. He just moved on. We're like, okay, where's that come from? He just went, you know what? I have great respect for this man. He swam with sharks. Like, right, okay, what's that got to do with it? And then he just left. You're like,
God.
Cheers.
No, I liked the PE stuff.
Yeah, I like most of them. I think Mr. Jones, because he was deputy head, he got put to deputy head or something.
Yeah.
I think that went to his head a bit at one point, because the one thing I remember is, like, we were about a week and maybe 2 weeks out from our actual exam for GCSE PE, and I zoned out when he asked me a question, and I got sent out. I don't know if you remember.
Is that the day that he had a massive go at Skye?
It could have been, because he also threatened.
He went crazy at like a few people. I remember.
It could have been that day, because he threatened to kick me off the course that day.
Yeah.
Like a week before the exam. Yeah, he just lost it.
Oh, Basil.
I remember that.
Basil.
Oh, I just didn't. He just asked me a question. I just zoned out, and he just was like, "Yeah." And I stood outside the classroom for at least 20 minutes, and then he just came to me and said, "If you do that again, I might kick you off the course." I was like, "Exams in a week."
Yeah, you can't really go anywhere.
Just going back to the skiing trip, I suppose a bit. I didn't go on that. What was it like? Did you have a good time? Not so fun?
Yeah, I went on all of them apart from one, I think. Did I? Yeah, all of them apart from one, because Willow went on that one and I didn't go on that one. I really like them. Like, if I think about school now, that's like kind of what I think about, because that's what I can remember like quite clearly, because obviously it was in a completely different area. We're doing something totally different. Whereas when I think about school, I think about the same building that I was in for like years, and everything just gets jumbled. But I can remember ski trip quite well, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm going skiing hopefully going skiing next year. So it's something that I still do. So I do enjoy it.
Where do you go?
Yeah. I've only been to France and Italy, so quite close. but I want to go to like Austria.
Oh,
I want
Austria's
to go
amazing.
to like
Austria's
Yeah.
amazing. I really want to go to Italy.
Do
Really want to
you?
go to yeah. Really want to
The
go
food
there.
was good in Italy as well. That kind of made the trip as well.
Austria's, if you go somewhere called Saalbach, that is amazing for skiing.
Is it?
That's probably my favorite place I've ever been. It was
I might have to look into that.
it's brilliant. But that's somewhere I highly recommend. I really want to go back there again.
I'd love to go skiing. Obviously, I think done it like once at like the Snow Dome or something. Doesn't really count. It's
Oh
not really
God,
good,
yeah,
so-
because we did that for prefect training, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
It's all
that
coming
was
back
even
to me
good.
now.
It is now, yeah.
Wait,
I
you want to go
completely forgot
skiing
about
for
that.
prefect training?
It's team building, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we went to like the Snow
This is not
Dome,
fair.
and we went skiing. Oh, that was great.
That's not fair.
Yeah. I mean,
What did we,
I mean, you
what
can
did
see
we
why
do
we're
for,
probably in special
when
measures.
we became prefects? What did we do? Nothing. All we had to do was stand in the hallway and make sure people didn't come inside.
We weren't allowed to do that, were we?
No, I can't really remember what we actually did
We
as
didn't
a
really
prefect.
do anything.
No, we just had a
We had
badge,
to-
I think, and
We
a
had
tie.
to stand in the assemblies, didn't we? At the side, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had to do
yeah.
that as well. Did you get like the wooden
Yeah.
That
benches
was
to
more
sit on?
torture.
Yeah.
Just stand at the side for the whole time. How boring.
Oh, I do remember that actually, especially when you had like just people like blabbering on about the most boring stuff. You just like standing there trying to like keep yourself awake,
Yeah,
especially in the morning. Oh,
yeah.
I don't
that
think we
was
did
fun.
anything else. I generally can't think of anything we did as a prefect.
No, I can't think of anything either.
Well, your school sounds like more fun than mine anyway. Got to go to like skiing. Well, we had one skiing trip that we could have gone on. But
Did you
Alton
go?
Tower, no, I didn't go. I missed that one. I was gutted. I didn't go skiing till when I think 2015 is when I first went. I was leaving school. I think.
Mm.
You think?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, have you got any videos about? I think you've shown me videos of you like falling over skiing.
Oh, me? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Did you fall over many times or at all skiing Indiana?
Oh my God, yeah, all the time.
It's the best.
All I can remember from the first ski trip, it was me, Leah Dunn. Can you remember Lauren Standen? Is it? No, Lauren McGrath. She was in the year below.
Below, yeah.
She was friends with Leah, and then Elle McCann. We were all.
Okay.
Oh, Jordan White went on the first ski trip. He was in our group. And then a couple of my sister's friends, we went, and we were learning to ski. We'd never skied before, and we were literally like up in the mountain learning to ski. And you'd be in a line, and you'd have to snowplow, which is basically putting your feet like this. And I can just remember every day, like by the last day, I mean, we were still falling over, but like we had days where a person at the back of this line would just crash and wouldn't stop and would just go and knock us all over. There's so many photos of us all just like scattered across the hills of like one ski on, one ski off, like ski poles everywhere. It was a nightmare the first year. So we used to fall over a lot, but that's what made it funny.
Yeah.
Like I'll never forget that year because
You're doing
we were
skiing
all
wrong.
learning together.
You're skiing
Yeah,
wrong
it
if you
was
don't
great.
fall over.
Yeah. And then the second and third year, they were good. Still fell over, obviously. Because it's not always, they say this, it's not always your fault. Sometimes it's not. Like the snow can, like, there's a massive, I don't know, like a little lump in it, and then you go flying.
Oh, okay.
And the ice.
So
You can catch ice
ice.
really badly. This one time I was skiing. Yeah, so as it gets colder, the snow starts to freeze and become ice. And so
not nice to ski
throughout the
on that.
day, the snow gets thinner and thinner and more icy. I was skiing the once, and going down a red where it's a little bit steep, but it's not too bad. Went to put a turn in, and my back just whipped out. When I started going down backwards, I panicked. I just went, whoop! I just fell into my side because I did not fancy going down the slope backwards. But it can be scary when, like, if something like that happens, you literally just have to like fall on your side because there's no chance I'm going down backwards.
Yeah, I've got so many photos because like the school teachers would take pictures of us all falling over, And I remember in the last year for GCSE, we were going down this really, really like nice, like
Off-piste?
peak, yeah, off
Yeah.
piste, not off peak, slope, and there was this massive, like the snow was so deep on the sides, and we've come to this bit where we're going to join back in, and I go absolutely flying because there's this group. I just vividly remember this group of like little kids skiing, and I was trying to avoid them, and we were going quick, and I just go flying into this massive deep snow.
No.
My skis are stuck. I'm stuck, and I remember the teachers are all wetting themselves, taking pictures. It ended up on Twitter, on the school's Twitter.
The school's Twitter.
And Tom Emery's trying to like pull me out because he followed me, so we're both stuck. There's a photo somewhere, but still all funny,
It's
isn't
so
it?
funny.
It's memories.
I think one of my favorite falls that I've ever had, going off piste through the woods, and there was this one bit where it really came in sharp like this. I hooked it round there. I had no chance to like slow down or anything because it was so narrow. Hooked it around. There was a tree falling down right in front of me. I went straight into that and I flew straight over the top of it. And I'm like snowflake, like starfish into the snow like that. I'm so like, what has just happened to me? I've got my sister, my mum, and my auntie all behind me laughing at me. I'm so like, I am stuck. I cannot get out right now. I've got no skis on. They all went flying somewhere else. I'm just like on the floor. It's like, and trying to walk in those ski boots is ridiculously hard.
Yeah, I remember one year we had from our hotel. So in our hotel underneath, that's where like you left all your ski stuff. So you'd put your boots on there in the morning and then have to walk up this really steep hill to get to the slopes. And I just remember, you have to be quite fit to be able to do it. And like by the end of the day,
skis
you're so
on your shoulder
tired.
as well.
Yeah. By
the end of the day was
so
awful.
tired.
Walking back.
Yeah, the skis just drop them down the hill and go down on your bum. That's what we used to
never
do.
see. It was the opposite for me. Whenever I've gone, I ski down there to get to the slopes, but I have to walk back up a hill on the way back. So at the end of the day, I'm literally there like hanging, like feet are aching. As soon as they get off, I just flop on the floor. I'm sweating. I just want to. It's ridiculous.
It's not nice, that bit.
No. That is the worst bit of skiing.
That is the worst part.
Yeah, but everything else is always makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Especially après skiing.
Isn't it quite cold as well?
Not really, no.
But it's not cold.
You get really hot.
You do, honestly. I've tanned from skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
usually,
people have tanned.
In the morning, it depends if it's snowing or not, but in the morning it's usually a bit cold. But then as soon as you're out there, you're fine. Like the first year, my dad had been snowboarding and he was like, you do not need all this stuff that you've got. We had like vests, thermals, then jumpers, and then all this. And my dad was like, you don't need that stuff. And we were like, we'll just take it just in case. So the first couple of days, the first day in the morning, we wore everything, absolutely boiling. By lunch, half the stuff was off.
When you're on top of the mountain and you've got like the harsh direct sunlight, it's ridiculous. Like I've started skiing like having to ski like with just like opening up my jacket because it's just ridiculously hot. That's quite nice to cool down. Open it up and you get all the wind going in here.
Yeah, all the wind.
That's nice. But because I made the mistake. Like you said, thermal, jumper, ski coat. Oh my god, I had to like just lie in the snow to try and cool down. Do something. It's ridiculous. But the evening I'd say is the coldest. The evening's definitely the coldest.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? 'Cause I just like in my head, I just like if it's hot, then snow will melt, and then there's no snow. You can't ski.
It's so sunny.
Yeah.
So like you'd sit at like lunch, you'd be having lunch outside on like a balcony, and like you'd be sunbathing because it's sunny. Like you can fully get like a tan.
Oh yeah, literally.
Can you feel the heat, like from the sun?
I don't really. Yeah. I don't really feel the heat. I just come back brown.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But you would burn. If you don't put sun cream on, there's a good chance you'll burn. But
oh god, yeah. I make sure I like lip balm, sun cream. Yeah. I put everything on my face. Plaster it on more than I would. Yeah. When I go skiing, it's crazy.
See, I didn't think it would be like that.
I only ever do like this bit here.
Yeah, so you got your goggles on.
Your big goggles. And I
I
normally,
used to get
I normally
goggle
wear
marks.
I used to wear a snud over my nose as well, but then I can't breathe. It's awful.
Yeah,
That's when
then
you're
it's
hot.
hot.
So
Yeah,
if you had
it's
like your goggles on, would you have like tan lines? Like,
yeah.
So I'd take my goggles off sometimes and have tan lines.
would you not just be like? So then you're like
You look like a panda.
tanned and then white. Yeah. Just
Mate,
surely
yeah,
it's not the best look.
it's not the best,
No.
but yeah. But everybody's the same. Everybody's got their goggles on.
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah.
looks the same for you. It does look a bit weird when you come back to England, sort of like, what's happened to you?
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, it's
But-
something that I definitely want to try.
Oh mate, I want to be there
Recommend
when
it.
you go skiing. I want to be there when Sean goes skiing.
Oh, yeah. Sean's our flatmate, and we mentioned him in the previous podcast because we went ice skating with him, and he just has no balance,
Oh no.
like no balance at all. So him skiing would be just brilliant. I think be one of the funniest things I'd ever seen.
Oh, 100%. I need.
It
I
is
wa-
funny.
I was hoping to go ice skating with him this year, and you guys, but that didn't happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, lovely
Oh.
COVID.
COVID.
Well, I suppose, moving on to sixth form a little bit. We weren't in the same form then. I don't
No,
think.
whose
Sixth
form
form.
was I in? I was in
You in-
Dr. King's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was fun.
Who else was in you? Would you have Sam and Jack and that? Because I know I had Kieran and Ben. Maybe Jess.
Yeah,
Not sure.
I can't remember.
It's fair. I mean,
God, I
not
can't remember at all who was in my form. I was barely there. I don't know why, but I don't
Oh,
really
okay.
remember going to form.
Well, we'll move along then.
Yeah, what did you study at college?
Well, no, I was just going to say, what did you study again at A level?
Oh God, what did I study?
I know you did BTEC
Psychology.
PE.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
BTEC
psychology.
psychology, and then I did business for the first year-ish,
Yeah.
and then dropped it because I hated it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, I remember because obviously we all used to, like your whole like BTEC PE class, and then like me, Ben, and like Jared now and then we just all hang out and free periods and that. And I do remember you getting quite stressed about BTEC. At least I think it was BTEC PE.
Yeah.
And
I
then-
look back now and I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
However, I think it was a lot of it was because we were the first year going through this new spec
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't know how to grade it and they didn't know how to do this, that and the other. So there wasn't,
Okay.
do you know, like usually you can look back on like past things and like grade it and be like,
Yeah,
this is what you need for this and this is what you need for that. We didn't have that. So I put loads of work in, which in the end did pay off. And I'm like glad that I did that now.
Yeah.
However, at the time, especially because I was doing business and psychology, had double PE, so that was obviously double the hours. So technically I was taking 4, and then as soon as I'd finished like sixth form, I'd be at work for 4 o'clock until 11 at night, go home, do the whole day again. So I'd literally have no time apart from the hours that I had in sixth form, and you know better than anyone, it's very hard to get work done in those times when everyone's distracting you and
yeah.
like talking to you and being a bit of a nightmare. So I found that quite stressful. I found the coursework a lot very stressful because I'd never done anything like that. Like now I can bash out an essay really well, like at uni, and I know what I'm doing. But I think a lot of that came from practicing doing like that sort of coursework. But before that, it was just GCSEs and like practicing for exams. And then I was changed to writing loads, and I'm not the best at writing. It takes me double the amount of time. I have to reread everything. I reread it and I'm like, yeah, that's great. And then reread it again. And I'm like, that is so wrong. Like, how did I not notice that the first time? So it takes me forever. So I just stressed and like, I look back and I laugh because I'm like, why did I let that like consume my life and stress me out so much? But I don't know. I don't mind because I got the grade that I wanted in the end. So,
It's all worth it.
I used to stress a lot.
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
So, and you had people like Jack and Charlie.
Yeah,
just,
and
like,
then like they'd get things handed to them, or I'd spend hours and hours and hours doing this work for it to
Yeah.
be then given to them to basically copy. So I'd get very annoyed at that.
Well, I think we had to do something in second year. I think I can't remember what it was called now. But it was something Dr. King like got a load of people to do. Do you know what I mean? An EPQ.
Yes.
EPQ.
God, thank
Well, I
God you
think
remember that.
well, I think Jack did one, and then he submitted it, and then went to Ibiza with Jordan during school term. And then Dr. King was looking at it, and I'm pretty sure it was like, yeah, it's not good enough. And then she just did it for him.
Yeah, this is the thing, and it's
And I was like, what?
as much as like they were my friend. I haven't spoke to them in a while, but like as much as they were my friends at the time, that was really frustrating because I was like, I know if I don't do this, she's not going to sit and do it for me. She had a soft spot for Jack and really loved Jack. That's why she did it. And I'm like, oh, but
I know the pain. It was like with me and Ben, and like Ben wouldn't do any of his work, but then Dr. King would still like be like, "It's fine, don't do it. It's all good." And then there's just like I'm like sweating at it and trying to do all this and all that, and it's like stressing me out. And I'm just getting like, she's like, "Oh, you could go do this," and then Ben's just, it was just like, it's just not fair.
it is the most frustrating thing, and especially at that age, like you're like, oh, well, who the hell can I tell? Like, all I can do is complain or cry about it and have a meltdown and let it consume me. And I should have just been like, whatever, like, just worry about myself.
Well, just speaking, I presume you know Jack's got a kid now. We'll bring that up on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby Abel. I've met him a few times. Adorable kid. I've got to get absolutely adorable.
How old is he now?
He's just turned 1, I think.
God.
I know, it's flew by. It's weird because I think it's like me and Jordan, and I just started speaking to Kieran again, to be fair, and we just sort of spoke a little bit about how out of everyone, I don't think Jack was this, I suppose party animal, especially once he turned 18. The amount of times he'd always ask me to go out clubbing, and I'd be like, I've got to do a bit of work, I've got this. And then all of a sudden I head off to uni, and next thing I know he's having a kid, and it's just such a change. It was mad. He's happy.
It really is so weird. Like, I used to see all these tweets when we were at college, like of people like, oh, in your 20s, it's such a weird age because people are like, at uni partying, doing what they want, like everything's about going out. Other people are like settling down, having kids. Other people are getting married. Other people are buying houses. And I've never really, I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, that's later, and didn't realise like everyone's at their own pace and like everyone's on their own timeline. And like, I don't know, it's just so crazy, isn't it? Because we've all gone from doing everything at the same age to now being out in like the real world. And obviously everything happens to different people at different times. It's just crazy. But it seems to be going great for him. Settled down, seems very happy.
Yeah, he is. I know. I think they've just bought a new house as well, so everything's going the right way at the moment. Yeah.
God.
But
very grown up.
Yeah, well, it was weird, to be fair. Oh, he is very grown up. But it was just sort of like during first year of uni, and probably a bit second as well. Me and Jordan got a lot closer, and Jack just seemed to drift off. And I do remember speaking at like, I think it was to Ben, and because obviously he moved to Dover in the end, and we were just speaking about like who we'd stay in contact with after sixth form. And I think I always said Jack would be the one I'd probably stay in contact with in going into uni, and he was the one who disconnected the most, at least for the first year of uni. But I suppose it's like you say, everyone's got their own path, haven't they? Everyone's going at their own pace, and it was just.
It really is weird who you stay, not who you stay friends with, but just how things happen and who you stay close to. So like, I took a gap year after I was meant to go to uni, 1,000 reasons, didn't go. Had a gap year, worked in a primary school, and obviously I was still here. However, I didn't speak to anyone really from college or school. So me and Jess obviously were still working together. Saw Jess quite a lot. I've lost contact with Leah quite a lot because at the time I had a boyfriend, so I was with him. And then I made new friends at the school, so I had like a little group of like the younger people that worked at the school. We'd go out and do stuff, and I lost contact with a lot of people from school basically. Whereas now, like, I'm got a lot closer to Leah again. Me and Leah are friends again. Not that we were never friends, we just drifted a lot.
Drifted,
and especially, I think first year of uni, I feel like you put so much pressure on yourself to go to uni and live in that moment to make friends at uni that I think it's very difficult for people that don't go to uni to understand that I am still your friend. However, because I'm at uni and then like I'm living there, I need to not prioritize, but spend a lot of time here in terms of making strong friendships with people that I'm going to live with. Or like, I'm at uni for 3 years, I need to make sure I get along with these people, kind of thing. And I think it's very hard for the people at home. And obviously, people go to different unis, you lose contact with people. But then I feel like very recently, I don't know whether it's to do with COVID or what, but I feel like everyone's kind of coming back together.
Yeah, I'll come back that, to be fair.
Yeah, so I'm like, I feel like I'm speaking to loads of people from school or like college again, and like at home, like I'd come back and be like, I literally don't have that many friends at home anymore. But like, I feel like now I do.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm the exact same, because when I used to come back, I'd only really hang out with Jordan, and now I'm talking to Jack again, Luke, Callum, Kieran.
Yeah.
And obviously we've been speaking the last week.
Yeah.
And it's just weird.
It's so weird how you lose contact, but I feel like it's so easy. Like we were in school and like college, it was so long ago, but it was such a massive part of our like lives, and we spent every day with each other. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like it just, I don't know. I feel like you pick up a lot quicker and easier than you think you will.
Yeah. I know what you mean. To be fair, you did mention it. Our next thing was going to be talking about, obviously you'd had a gap year, and I knew you were going to teach at a primary school or something like that. Where did you end up going again?
So I worked at Weddington Primary School.
Okay.
And I loved it. Best thing
Yeah.
I could have done, to be honest. I wasn't ready to go to uni. And I'm so glad I took that year out. And I made a great friend, learned a lot. And it kind of like, I wanted to change, but basically halfway through my first year, I wanted to change my degree to go into primary school teaching, because obviously I'd been around a lot of primary school teaching. So I really enjoyed that. I wanted to do that. But then I decided, no, I've done half a year of this. Let's just carry on and stick at it. But like now I'm like, if I wanted to, I could always go back. So say in the, like by the time I finish, I want to go into primary school teaching, I know that I could go back to that school and they'd be more than happy to have me back. Like, I don't know, do you know how they say like to take a placement year at uni?
Yeah,
so then it helps get your foot in the door. It's kind of like that, and I'm really glad I did that. But yeah, it's good.
So what are you studying at uni?
So I do sport and exercise science, which sport and exercise science.
Sport and exercise science. Okay. No, just it cut out a little bit then.
What do you two both do?
I'm doing visual effects.
Makes sense.
I'm doing sports business and sports law.
Mm.
It's not as fancy as it sounds.
Sounds hard.
It's really not.
I've seen some of the stuff he has to do. It looks intense.
Yeah, but the it's long. It's just a lot of reading.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, that's the problem. But then Max, to be fair, you showed me things you do, and it just baffles my brain.
Oh mate, I'm the same with you. You just
It's probably what it is. It's probably the same. Like, if we looked at your stuff, Indy, it'd probably confuse us.
Yeah, I think it's just different people's interests, like, and like what people are good at and interested in. Like, I look at one of the people in my house does an IT course or something like that to do with like coding and all this sort of stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I could never do that.
I hate coding.
Yeah,
so
and I'm
much.
like, why would you want to do that? But obviously they're really interested in it. So
was it obviously you did psychology at A level. Was that not an option for at uni, going to do like criminology or something?
Well, I kind of did. See, the problem with psychology was I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed. So we did different like modules, and in our like double BTEC thing, we did a sports psychology part, which I really enjoyed and understood. Like, because I'd done psychology, I understood it like so well, and I was like, oh my god, like this is something I'm really interested in. And then when it came to just the psychology side, there'd be certain topics in the like spec that I'd be really, really interested in and do really well at. And then there'd be other parts where I'm like, I don't care. Not that I don't care, but I just didn't understand it. Like I couldn't get my brain around it. And I was like, I don't understand it. So then when it came to like revising for it, I didn't enjoy it because I was like, there was more modules in the actual spec that I just didn't enjoy. And I was like, but if we'd done this, I would have enjoyed it more, because obviously you can choose different topics or whatever. But I didn't want to go into something where half of the stuff I didn't enjoy. So psychology and criminology. As criminology, I like the sound of. However, I don't know about the psychology side, but I like the sport psychology side. So it was either between sport and exercise science or a sport and psychology course. But within sport and exercise science is what I do. There's a module where it's psychology, so get a bit of both.
Was Nottingham Trent always your first option as well?
No, so when, do you know what? I really wish I paid more attention. I don't know whether you two both feel the same, but do you know when we were filling out our UCAS forms, I felt very like overwhelmed and was like, oh my god, uni. I was like, I didn't feel like it was being sprung upon us because we've been speaking about it for ages. However, when it came round to it, like actually writing ... like the 5 tops, I was like, I have no clue. So my first originally was Brighton University, because throughout school, I'd always spoke to all the mostly female PE teachers, because in like, I think it was year 9, I'd gone to the open evening for sport, for PE as a GCSE. And I was speaking to all the female and maybe Mr. Jones. I can't remember, don't quote me on that. But I was speaking to them and they said they'd gone to Brighton University. Loved it, loved Brighton, loved the course. They did sport and exercise science, or they did something similar. So I was like, from like year 9, I was like, okay, well, they went to Brighton. I like Brighton. I like the sound of it. I was like, I'm going to Brighton University. Like, that's number 1. So then year 13 came. Was it year 13? Yeah, we put it in, and Brighton was my number 1. I had Nottingham Trent on there, and I had some others which I can't remember. Well, I can't remember my others. Okay. But I had them, and then me and Jess one Friday afternoon, we were so bored. We were doing it like on the computers, and we were googling how far it was from here to Brighton, and she was going to go to. She wanted originally to go to Nottingham Trent. That was her number 1. And I googled it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it is!" I knew it was far, but didn't know how far it was. And I was like, "I can't go. Like, I'm crazy. Like, if I need my mum in an emergency, I could wait like 4 hours for her to get to me on a good day." I was like, am I crazy? And then Jess was like, oh, well, Nottingham Trent is only an hour. And I was like, well, why don't I put that as my first choice? So then Brighton kind of got pushed back, and I was like, okay, Nottingham's more realistic. If I needed to go home or my mum needed to get to me quickly, an hour's like, I felt like it was a good distance away for me to be independent enough to live on my own. Yeah. But it was close enough for me to come home quite quickly. So then that quickly became number 1. And then I ended up going there.
Oh, fair enough. No regrets either? Enjoyed your time there?
Yeah, I love Nottingham.
Good night out.
Oh.
Excellent night out.
I feel like, that's gotta... So, obviously we've been out in London, and there's been multiple sort of terrible clubs, good clubs. Have you got any? I suppose once the pandemic's over, are there any recommendations of if we were to go to Nottingham, what clubs to stay away from and what clubs to go to?
To go to?
Yeah.
I'd go to Rock City. You've probably heard of some of these.
Yeah, it rings a bell. Yeah.
Rock City is amazing. Pom Pom, that's good. We like that. Obviously, different nights are student nights. But Pom Pom's really good. Trying to think, haven't been out in ages. the SU on a Saturday night, student union that we go to. That's really good. Don't recommend going to Prism.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
bit dodgy. That's probably the only one I'd say not to go to.
My mate said the
Nothing
same thing
happened
about
there.
Bristol. Stay away from Prism. The Bristol one. They're like, just don't go in there.
Yeah,
Something about Prism.
it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Is that?
There's one
is
not
that
too
one?
far from us, isn't there?
Yeah, I didn't think there was. I didn't. Sean
Sean
said he
went
went
to
there,
it.
and he said it was good.
Yeah.
So that mean it must be bad.
Yeah. I suppose, and then, well, obviously, like I say, we spoke during the week a bit, and you're a big fan of Prosecco, by all accounts.
Yeah.
And is that your go-to drink then for pre-drinks?
It is now. So it all started. We went for bottomless brunch for my 21st in October, and obviously they served Prosecco and orange juice. So we were like downing this Prosecco and orange juice like it was juice. It
It's
really
lethal.
wasn't.
It is lethal.
And we all got absolutely plastered, and we were like, why are we buying like £20 bottles of vodka? That, do you know when, like, you'll know, but like you put your bottle of vodka down somewhere, someone else has it, and then like this bottle of vodka that was meant to last you a couple of nights is now gone because everyone's drank it, and there you go, £20 is like gone.
Yeah.
We were like, why are we spending £20 on a bottle of vodka when it's £5 or £6 for a bottle of Prosecco, which we're going to finish a whole bottle of Prosecco? Why don't we just do that? So then we started doing that, and that just started it then. We were
Stuck with
all
it.
drinking it. And
Is it Prosecco in the clubs as well?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think so, is there? I don't know.
I think you probably can, but
I think you probably
I don't
can,
know.
but they look at you a bit
Would you
weird.
drink?
I wouldn't want
I
to
Yeah,
carry
wouldn't
around
drink
a flute
Prosecco
of
in a club.
Prosecco in a
Oh,
club.
okay.
No, I'd pre-drink Prosecco, but then we'd probably do either shots in the club or something like cheap.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's the way it was.
Well, I was trying to just get a bit of research so we knew some things, and I was looking through on your Facebook page.
Oh God.
Yeah, and there was a video I think your mum put up where you're down in a drink with Willow.
Oh yeah.
And you finished that so quickly.
There's a technique.
What's the technique?
Right. So, do I have one? No. Have a glass. I've got this glass. So.
Okay.
Really weird. My friend at uni, Sophie, she used to down drinks. Like, I've not seen anyone do that. Like, she will clear a room. Do you know, like, the lads, like, at uni, they're like, oh my God, I'll down that and, like, I'm going to beat you. 9 times out of 10, they do beat you. However, we were at this party and she just backs this drink, downs it. I've never seen, I was like, how do you do that? I was like, I've never seen anything like it. And she was like, it's all about technique. I was like, no, it's not. Like, you hold a glass and you down your drink, and you're either good at it or you're not. Anyway, it was our Christmas party before our Christmas dinner before we went home for uni. I was like, come on, teach us, because we've all got a glass of Prosecco. Obviously, this isn't a Prosecco glass, but she was like, hold it with both hands. Don't know why, it just works. Hold it with both hands and then just literally like straight back and just down it.
Try it with
It
Baileys.
works.
Oh.
It works, and like it's so good. So then on Christmas Day, we opened a bottle of Prosecco and orange juice. Don't know why. We aren't really the massive Christmas drinkers until this year. And I was showing Willow how to do it, and we recorded it. And then obviously my mum has to put it on Facebook.
Go on, Bazza, give it a go.
I think I will, but does it need to be what sort of glass?
Is this glass?
It can be
sort of glass?
anything. It can be anything.
Is this
I thought you were
okay?
going to demonstrate then.
Or is that a bit too big?
You can try.
Big. Wait, so
I'm not sure if you want to down water. Yeah.
Oh, mine's not. So wait, I feel
you
like
get
this is
the
too
straight
big. I'm going to get a smaller glass. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Because I've seen it where people like open up their throat, don't they? And it's just gone.
Yeah, and just
is that what you're
do
essentially
it.
doing?
Basically, I don't know why it's the both hands, but you literally, and then just put your head back, and I mean, don't get it all over you. Don't put your head back too far. But
see, I've known to chuck a shot over my face.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I don't know how I did that, but Yeah, I'll wait for Bazza.
I'm not sure how well you're going to want to down water. You'll have to do it when you next drink and let me know how it goes with an alcoholic beverage. Might not get the same effect. I don't think you want to down water, do you?
Would this work?
Oh, I
Oh,
can't
God.
do alcohol. I'm gonna have to stick with water. I can't do
Yeah,
alcohol
I'm
this
sticking
month.
with water. I have a bottle of Robbo's, but that's awful to down.
I don't understand how the hand thing helps.
Yeah,
No,
me
neither.
neither.
I was having a discussion with this to someone the other day, and I was like, I don't know why it just works. So you hold the glass, and then you just literally do it. I don't really want to down apple juice.
No, I mean,
No, it would help us.
me and Max. Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay, so
Do you
two
just-
hands. It's the two
Just
hands. that
literally
does it.
2 hands, and then drink, and then like put your head back. Not all the way, obviously, but literally, and then just.
Okay, I
You
want
were
to watch
down in
Brandon do
that.
it first. You can go first, mate.
Oh, okay.
You might not down water very well. I don't know.
I don't.
I'm sure it's gonna
I
be
don't know
easier
what
than
it-
like a fizzy prosecco.
Yeah. Just
Just give it
so
a go,
just
mate.
pour.
Just go for
Oh, just pour.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think about the technique in my head. Oh, Max has gone for it.
Put your head back a bit.
See, that's what I think is going to happen to me.
Shit.
Oh God.
I'm
Oh,
soaked.
okay. Oh, I have a mic as well. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Mm. No.
I'm gonna give it
I
one
don't
more go.
understand that.
I'm determined. I'm doing it.
Oh, I'm going to take that off.
Back a bit more. Put your head back.
No,
More.
back more. It'll go
Oh.
all over my
Yeah.
face. I can't do
I
that.
don't want to try it. No, not all over your face. Oh
was-
God.
That's gone everywhere. Oh, it's almost come out my nose.
Okay, right. I think
Oh,
we need
shit.
to- Right, the next time you drink, you
I'm
need
gonna
to
leave-
get a glass and try it with
I'm
that.
gonna leave my room. My mum's like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
doing this in the dining room. The table's drenched.
Shut water everywhere. Apologies,
Yeah,
everyone.
oh, it's fine. Indiana told us to do it. That's how you down a drink.
Peer pressure. She made us do this.
Yeah. But
No,
I can't
it
see how
just
that's gonna
works. I don't know
work.
why it works, but maybe try it
Doesn't
with
work.
alcohol.
It doesn't
It
work.
does, it
It
does,
doesn't
it does.
work. No, we've just
It
proven it doesn't
does.
work.
My top is drenched.
Luckily, this is black. You can't see it. But
Oh,
my leg is all soaked.
but I'll tell you what, on my birthday, because that's when I can drink again, I'm trying it.
I'll drink tonight. Fuck it. I'll give it a
And
go.
we'll see.
Try it
Oh.
and let me know.
Oh, I,
After that,
that is
terrible
definitely a
attempt.
wrong technique.
Oh,
It works
can't
for
do
us. I
either.
don't know why.
Well, I feel like, yeah, maybe alcohol works better. Anyway, I feel like we should move on to our little segment we like to
Yeah.
call Sunday's Rankings.
Yeah.
And this week we've given Indy 10 alcohols or 10 alcoholic drinks to rank.
Oh, ice is melted.
Oh no,
Oh, I have to go get
Um,
some more ice.
that's fine.
All right.
But yeah, so we've got 10 drinks.
What have you done?
Have you
to it?
have you got your lists?
I've got my list. However, I haven't put Bailey's on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll,
no, we'll do
we
that
can
after.
put that. We haven't put that in yet. We'll add it after.
Okay.
Now number 10. I'm just saying for both of you, there is a correct answer.
There is a correct answer.
So 10's the worst.
10's the worst.
10 is
yeah.
the worst. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what have you got in last place?
I don't think you're going to agree with me.
Well,
I put Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
Same.
What have you put?
That's the only correct one.
Sambuca. Sambuca is
No,
vile.
no.
See,
No,
yeah,
no, no.
that's
down
Sambuca is
there.
vile.
That's down there, but Jack Daniels is a lot
No,
worse.
nah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
Sambuca
think
is
you catch
terrible.
me dead drinking.
No,
Jack
Ethan will
Daniels
back us on the
sandwich, to be
JD, mate.
Oh no.
If I've got to pick between,
Sambuca is vile
if
stuff.
I've got to pick between a little shot of Sambuca or a
Yeah.
glass of JD and or whatever, I'm picking the Sambuca.
That's where my mind went. Because
Yeah.
I was like, a little shot, it's horrible, yeah,
Great minds
but
think
it's
alike,
small.
mate. It's
Sh-
JD's
Shambles.
just,
Oh, I'm sorry. Sambuca is whoever made Sambuca doesn't have taste buds.
mate. You love your Sambuca.
No, I get given people buy me Sambuca and I hate it.
He loves it. It's all he drinks on it when we're drinking.
It's not all I drink. I can stay away from
It's
it. As
all
long
he
as
drinks.
every single time for my Christmas or birthday, someone in my family buys me Sambuca. I've got a bottle of black Sambuca
wait.
down here.
Is that?
Oh.
Is it something
Which
See,
you're
we
getting enough?
rarely drink Sambuca. We stay away from it.
Yeah, you're smart. But I'm not
That's
just going
so
to leave it, am I?
random.
Any time I had
People
to have
buy
Sambuca.
me like a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, saying I got
Yeah.
vodka.
My family just don't like me, I think. They just hazelnuts drink.
What was it for my
well, yeah.
birthday when you lot got me like 5 shots of Sambuca, tequila, all that sort of stuff? I was like, why have you done this to me?
Oh.
Yeah, no. Well, speaking of tequila, that's my 9th.
Is it?
But into pink gin.
Pink gin, 9th.
Pink gin.
Oh, that's so weird. Mine's Malibu. I can't drink it.
Oh, that could be controversial.
I hate coconut. And when I drink it, it feels like it sticks to the back of my throat and I hate it. Like, it makes me feel sick. I apologise if I've offended you.
Something's just hurt.
Oh, yeah. I think that's
cut
I think
deep.
me and Max might have
That is
Malibu in
cut
the same
deep.
spot.
That's cut deep.
But I don't like coconut. Is it coconut?
I suppose then.
I don't like coconut.
Do you not like coconut?
No. But Malibu's lovely.
Oh,
Have you
no.
tried? What's the cans we have, Max?
Malibu and
As you
pineapple.
walked
This stuff is beaut.
Yeah, I've got that bottle.
Malibu.
Now, have you ever tried Malibu and pineapple? Like, they come in like cans.
No.
That's
Maybe
lovely
should-
stuff.
That is
is
really
lovely.
nice stuff. It's just like, I
It's
don't know,
just pineapple,
it's not
basically.
squash. Yeah, it's just like pineapple juice. It's quite
Oh.
sweet.
It's really nice. Like Malibu.
Maybe I'll have to try that then and let you know if I like that bit.
Yeah.
Alright,
what about
have you got
8th
next?
then?
I've got Sambuca.
I've got
I'll take
Sambuca.
that. Okay, I'll allow that. It's 3rd worst because it
Yeah.
is a vile drink. I've got Jack Daniels, so
Oh,
See,
well,
it's-
it's
You know,
down there,
It's
isn't
down
it?
there, yeah.
It
At least,
is,
I'm
yeah.
glad we're getting these ones at the bottom.
the thing is,
Like, we're
though,
all agreeing they're in the
like-
same range.
Yeah.
when I was doing my list, 10 and 9 and 1 and 2 were easy. Passed that straight away. Everything
Yeah,
else I moved so many
Everything's
times.
Mm.
Like vodka got moved about 4 times
No, I'm
because they're all quite similar.
I'm switching my 2 and 3. Looking at them, I've had a little bit of a
Okay.
think. I've switched my 2 and 3.
Okay. So
Okay, what? 7.
7.
7.
I think we're 7. Yeah.
Tequila.
Pink gin. And the thing is with pink gin, that I quite like it, I think, but I haven't had it in so long.
I
I
hate
can't
gin.
remember what it tastes like.
I hate gin.
I think the last time I had it was when my cousin was round and my mum and my cousin were drinking it in the garden. So it had to have been hot and there had to have been no COVID. So it was a while ago.
Yeah. Well,
And I do.
I
on.
drink pink gin all the time. I love pink gin. And at Christmas, my sister got me these like gin baubles, and they all had different flavours. And I can't remember for the life of me what this gin was. But that gin out, I'm going to try and Google it. It was orange. It wasn't orange gin though.
Blood orange.
Yeah.
Have you smashed that?
Was it?
It's blood
Oh,
orange.
you said it wasn't orange flavoured, so surely if it's blood
It's
orange,
blood
it'd be
orange then.
Maybe it's not. Hold on. That
What's
rings a
the-
bell. That was definitely one of the gin flavours. Shall we put?
Dried up now, Max?
Not really, no, mate. I'm still a bit wet. You?
Same. Yeah, still a bit wet.
Can't believe. I bet she's lied to us just so she could see us chuck our drinks
I
over
really
ourselves.
haven't. I have several videos of me doing it, and it works.
I was speaking to Max about it before you came on, and I was like, it could be a prank where like you've just got orange squash, and you're making your
No,
sister
it's
drink.
not.
Yeah, but we can do it with water though.
Yeah, true. That is true. We could do it with water. I've
I
got a
bet-
little bit left.
It's all she's done is like, yeah, 2 hands. That's all you need to do. But it's definitely not.
That's
that.
what I don't understand too.
Mate,
Did it? There we go.
Oh,
Smashed
God,
it.
I can't find this. Did you just spill
It's
it
just
everywhere?
covered
fucking hell. Oh, that hit the back of my
See-
throat.
I don't know if I'd
Oh.
be able to do it with water.
We'll blame
To
it on
be
the water.
fair,
buddy.
maybe
When it's
the
drinking-
fizziness makes a difference.
Mate, yeah, might help it go down somehow.
Right, I
And
can't
maybe the
find
glass.
this
depends.
flavour of gin.
Okay.
It could potentially have been blood
go with
orange.
blood
It was
orange.
Okay.
really weird, like the name. So it could potentially be that. But that outranks any drink I've ever had. Actually, that was really
Oh.
nice. So I should really know the name of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be useful if you like it that much.
I'll have to ask my sister later.
Yeah, you get next time to go to the club or a bar. So like, yeah, can I have this gym? I don't know what the name of it
Yeah.
is.
It's just orange.
It's orange. I know that. Is
Orange.
it blood orange? I don't know. All right, what have we got in sixth?
I've got vodka.
1, 2. So, I've got Jaeger.
I've got dark fruits.
The problem with vodka and me, we're not good friends.
You know.
There is a lot of stories from uni, especially this year, where vodka has done bad things.
Oh no.
I've not thrown up or anything, but
No.
I've just it's just not been good, has it, Max?
I won't go into them. I won't go into those stories.
There's just
Can we
not.
have
I
one
tried to
story?
say. What? Oh,
You know
God,
what?
Max, you can give one, and I'll give one.
I'll give one. So,
Oh god.
fuck it. I'll go for the one where So you know we've mentioned our mate Sean, lovely
Mhm.
guy. He is a bit strange, but he's. When I say he's not big, but he's 6 foot. He's a bit.
Oh, he's about 6'2", 6'2". He's the
6'2".
tallest of
Yeah,
our
he's
mates.
the tallest in our mates. And Brandon being the shortest, he's randomly gone, Sean,
Max.
I can knock you out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Mr. Big Bollocks came out like, oh, Sean, I can knock you out.
I was very confident.
And
I don't remember it. That's
And
the thing.
Sean just looked at him, sort of like, what? Where's that come from?
Yeah, Sean is
That's so
6'2", like big boned. It's a nice way of putting it. He's not big, but
He's not big, no.
but
Bigger than Brandon.
He's bigger than me. Definitely bigger than me. I don't remember this happening. A lot of the stories I don't remember happening.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
why I try to stay away from it. Could be, but the fact that everyone says it happened,
Oh.
and it even got used in a quiz. I think was it your quiz, Max?
Yeah, that was my quiz. I said that.
Oh
one.
Yeah,
god,
he was.
everyone loves putting a drunken night out in a quiz, don't they?
Oh,
Who did
yeah.
this?
What did I do it for? I was like, it was Skate
Who quoted
2.0
this or something?
quotes or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Sean, I can
It
knock you
wasn't-
out was one of the quotes.
Just this is a little sidebar, but because apparently the way I say bus is weird, Max and everyone
No,
who
no,
I
no.
know at London, apart
How
from
do you-
Hannah,
How do you say buffet?
says, "Oh, yeah, oh no, you
How do-
can't say it like that." Now she's
Buffet.
going to say that word.
Bus.
No, I'll say, but
A buffet.
Oh, a buffet.
Buffet. Thank
yeah, but
you.
you said that word.
No,
How do
Buffet.
you say it? Oh.
Brandon says buffet.
Oh, don't say that.
No.
Sorry.
But what about bus, Max? Does she say bus weird?
Can you say bus?
Can you
please?
say bus, please?
Bus.
Bus?
Is it
Bus.
weird or is it because you said it
It's a-
sounds normal to
It's
me?
in between.
We say
it's
I
in between.
use.
I'd say it's not as strong as your bus, but it's not. Yeah, I'd say it's like in between how me and you say it, Brandon. It's not like bus,
Okay.
but it's not.
How do you
bus.
say it?
Bus.
Yeah, all my friends are from like down south, so they all say things very well, and they say we say our
We're
use.
well
weird.
spoken.
I
Unlike
don't know.
buffet.
Apparently, when I
Buffet.
say shut up, so if I say shut up, apparently that's really like you
The you,
compared
yeah,
to them.
yeah.
Mm.
But Brandon, you don't see a difference in that, do you? Or see a difference?
weird.
Hear a difference.
No, see, it sounds fine to me.
But mate, buffet, I can't
But I
back
suppose
that
it's
one.
just one of those things.
No.
Isn't it?
Can't back
Me
buffet.
either.
I'm sorry.
Hannah says.
I don't know
says the
where
same
it's come
thing,
from
doesn't she?
either.
I suppose.
Hannah
I
says
don't
it,
know.
but she's from Kidderminster.
Kidderminster, yeah, that's right.
Where's that?
About
Yeah,
30 minutes from where I
it's
live.
like it's not too far from us either. I think it's
No,
about
it's
like
not
the
too
other
far.
side of Birmingham,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's
I only,
near,
live, I only live an hour away from you
the
guys.
Black Country. Yeah, that area. But it's like Jordan. Jordan says buzz instead of bus, and I hear that difference because he puts a Z at the end.
Yeah, everyone says it weird. I thought that's how you were going to say it.
Nah, I still pronounce the S. I think it is just like you say. I think it's the U.
Mm.
Listen, I say
much,
laugh instead of a lot of people say laugh. Like Ethan, and they say laugh.
All my
I
friends
say-
say laugh.
Laugh.
I've not noticed that.
You know, Ethan says, yeah.
Oh my god.
Laugh, class, all that sort of stuff. Grass.
To be
Get
fair, I
pulled up
think
on that a lot.
I do as well. I got the first year, my mate Cole, who was from London, every time I'd say like I'm trying to think, like grass and glass instead of like glass and grass, he would always correct me. And it
Yeah.
just basically ended up drilling me to a point where I would then start saying like the posh version. And
See,
now
when
this
I
year it's
come
going
home,
back.
I don't change the way I say those things, but I change the way I pronounce other things. So I'll come home and my mum and Willow are like, "You sound really posh," and I'm like, "It's because I'm around them. I'm not doing it on
Yeah.
purpose, but you do pick it up."
Yeah, it is the
Yeah,
same
you
with
really
like
do.
being around Ethan. Like I've been told that I started to sound a little bit more London, and also I say grass every now and then. I was like, why have I just said that?
Yeah,
It's like-
when it comes out, and you're like, "Oh my god, where do
It's
I
like
think
a
I'm
lot
from?"
of Ethan's like words that he uses stuff like calm, bruv, all that sort of stuff. I've noticed myself. I say that every now and then. I'm like, why have I said that? It just doesn't sound right with my voice.
I know what you mean. I say things, I'm like, "Oh my god, please never say that again."
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
like buffet.
All right, yeah.
All right, wait, what did we have in sixth?
I think I said vodka. Yay.
I said
Well, yeah.
Jaeger.
I had dark
Jaeger.
fruits. Yeah, dark
Dark
fruits is just
fruits.
not good. Too
Why?
many dodgy, too many
Yeah, why?
non-remembered nights. We'll say.
With dark fruits?
Yeah.
Dark fruits isn't that strong.
No, but this is when I first started drinking before I had any alcohol
Oh.
tolerance.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I'll
when
allow it.
I'm drinking like pint after pint, yeah, it just hits me hard.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Why Jaeger, Indy?
I like this was a hard one actually because I do like Jaeger, and like if I was to do a shot in a club, it would probably be a Jaeger bomb.
Yeah.
However, I get to a point with Jaeger that I don't know when it is, but there's a switch in my body that does not let any more in after I've had a certain amount, like at all. Like
Okay.
it's not going down at all. And that's the only drink that I get that with, where I'm like, my body won't let me have any more. It's really weird.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. I think that's a bit like me and vodka, but I'm trying to find a balance of when I need to stop and move on. So whenever obviously recently, because we can't go out, we've been drinking in the flat. I've normally stayed away from vodka, but there's times like usually I'd start with something and then I'd end with vodka. Now I'll have a few vodka and then move off it, because otherwise
That's a good idea.
Yeah, otherwise I just try to beat up that 6'2" mate who's way bigger than me. Moving on to fifth. What have people got in fifth?
Prosecco.
Ooh.
I've got dark fruits.
I've got dark fruits in fifth.
Mm.
I just think I'm a bit fed up of it. I think that's the only reason it's fifth now. I used to have it that much
dark
when I
fruits
was
is a bit
younger.
boring now. It was like the drink for that age, like when you just start drinking, that's all you really wanted because it was fruity. There was nothing,
It's not
nothing
that bad,
else,
is it?
And now you have it now.
It
It's
was
like
right.
there's so much nicer things.
I rarely have it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't touch it. The only time I'll touch it is if it's the only thing in
while.
the pub that I'd have. Other than that,
what about fourth then?
Jaeger.
Oh, I've got summer berries wine.
I want to just, before I say mine, I'm going to put a big argument why it should be higher, even though it's fourth, and that's pretty high. Summerberry's wine is beautiful.
No, I agree.
I agree.
It is
I agree.
the pinnacle of wines. I don't care what out there. It is just.
It is top tier.
I remember finishing an assignment one day and thinking, I can have a drink now. We were planning on drinking anyway that night. I've gone into the kitchen, got my bottle of Summerberry's wine, gone back to my room. It's finished before we've even started drinking. I've not even realised. It's just
it goes down a treat.
It is so good.
I argue that. I can't start with that. I can't start with Summerberry's wine. I don't know what it is. I love it when I'm drunk or when I've had a drink. I can't start with that because I'm like, oh, I don't like it. And then as soon as I've had a drink, I'm like, you can taste it, but you can't taste it. That's when I'm like down in it. But I can't start with it. So random.
Okay.
It's
at least
so
it's
nice.
But it's
up
there because I like it.
Yeah, it's top four. Well, I've got Prosecco fourth, which was just it changed between third and fourth quite a bit while I was trying to do it.
Wait. Oh,
Max?
what are we on?
4, mate. What have you got
Jaeger.
fourth? Jaeger. What did you say, Indy?
Summerberries
Before.
wine.
Summer berries. Okay, yeah, we just had that whole debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with
Okay.
Jaeger for the similar fact that like shots, it's awful, but for like drink it on its like neat, it's awful. But for a Jaeger bomb, it's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jaeger bombs are really good. Well, Jaeger's third for me, and that's what I mean. It was swapping between Prosecco and Jaeger was quite a lot. It changed
Oh.
because Jaeger bombs are. I don't think I could stop. They're just that easy to do,
They are. They're
and
so
I don't
easy.
actually mind Jaeger on its own.
I hate Jaeger on its own.
Oh no, Jaeger on its own.
Brandon, you've seen
I
that
mean-
video, haven't you? Of me drinking
Which-
Jaeger and playing. Is it Fortnite? Yeah, Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Jaeger on its own does not agree with me.
It just tastes like cough medicine, I think.
It's awful.
Yeah, it does.
And I mean, it's better than the taste. I can't stand the taste of vodka.
Mm.
Like, if I stay away from it. Sambuca is just Sambuca. And tequila,
I hate
I've
anything
barely
neat.
had tequila.
Anything neat.
Yeah,
is
most
awful.
of it is neat.
All right, what have you got third?
That's what we just done, isn't it?
Jaeger was fourth for me.
Yeah, Jaeger was third for me. Sorry, you haven't done. You said your
Oh,
third.
no, so Summer Berries wine's my
Sorry.
third.
Okay,
My third's vodka.
that's high. Wait, to be fair,
It's
Max hasn't said
because-
vodka yet.
Oh,
Sorry.
have you not?
Max hasn't said vodka yet,
My
have you?
vodka's second.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
See, I usually will start with vodka with a mixer of some kind, and
Mhm.
my go-to shot is vodka. But that's because we'll drink it like for prees, and then we'll be like, oh, let's have a shot, and it'll be vodka. So that's why it's up there. I don't love it, but
Yeah, no, I don't
It's
like
just something
vodka
general.
on its own, but it just goes with so many different other like mixers.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
the only thing, whenever I'm in the club, that's what I drink is like vodka Coke, vodka orange, vodka lemonade. It just goes with so many things.
yeah, that's what we do.
What have you guys got second?
Well, mine's summer berries wine.
Mine's pink gin.
I thought it might be high. I don't know. I knew what number one was going to be after you
Yeah.
hyped it up.
Yeah,
So-
Prosecco.
Prosecco. I think me and Max have got the same for number one.
Malibu.
What have you got?
Malibu.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That nearly went last. I was
I
umming
think-
and ahhing
I
about
think
that and Jack Daniels.
I think I would have left.
That's
Oh.
That
so
would have broke my heart.
crazy.
That would have broke my heart.
Malibu's so nice.
It is.
I
Malibu's
See, I
Malibu's
don't
one of
hate
the only
it.
drinks that's actually nice and neat as well. It's nice
Oh,
and
yeah.
neat.
See, I don't love it. No, I don't like it. But I don't. Do you know when like something? I feel like most alcohol isn't very nice. You have
Yeah,
like
agreed.
some that you love, but majority of it isn't very nice. I could drink Malibu. The problem is I feel like it sticks to the back of my throat. That's why I can't drink it.
Okay.
If it didn't feel like it stuck to the back of my throat, I could probably drink it because it's just like any other alcohol.
Oh,
I mean, I don't love coconut, but
Malibu always
I
gives
could
out a
drink it.
treat. So
God
nice.
knows.
Oh, it is delicious. Well, I remember the first time I had Malibu was at Beth Moat's house, and I think she was pouring out vodka shots for everyone. At least that's what I seen was being poured out. And I got handed a cup expecting it to be vodka, and then I just downed it. I was like, that's quite nice, you know. It ended up being Malibu, and then I think just from then, just stemmed.
stuck.
It was
It's
nice.
so
I enjoyed
good.
it.
That is one of those drinks where I
And it's
actually
just weird.
enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
vodka's nice, but can't have too much vodka. And there are some that I'm
No.
not touching it. If I can
So
taste
random.
more
Stay away
vodka
from
than
vodka.
Coke, it's not happening.
So, obviously, what's your favourite mixer then with vodka?
It. Oh God, don't take that one out. It depends what mood I'm in.
Okay.
I don't. See, I'm too indecisive. I've just had to put those things in a list. Lemonade is my go-to,
Top tier.
or Coke.
Okay.
if I want something fizzy. But if I don't want something fizzy, then it's orange juice.
Yeah, those three are the best.
Vodka
I'll
orange juice. I had
Oh,
that
fuck.
in Fever by accident. Like someone
Yeah.
had gone to the bar and got his drinks, and they'd come back with a vodka orange juice. I was like, drank it without realizing. I was like, what is that? I was like, actually, it's quite nice. Like, do you know when like you just over fizziness, like you just feel like you're a
yeah.
massive fizz ball. Like orange
Well,
juice is quite nice sometimes.
Yeah, with coconut lemon, it just makes you feel full.
Yeah.
But orange juice goes down a lot easier.
Yeah. I
What was
agree.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I've
it's
forgotten.
Coke is definitely a go-to, but orange, I don't think I could touch vodka orange again. Just from I had one night on it. Oh my
Oh, God.
god!
It's those one nights where you're
It's
like, I
that
can't
one
drink that
night,
again.
yeah.
mentally scarred me. Like,
Oh God.
started off on vodka orange juice, and you know it's bad when you start drinking the vodka from the bottle. I got to that point in the night,
Sugar lemon
and
orange.
it wasn't even for like a birthday or anything. It was over lockdown. My dad had a couple, like when we were allowed like a few mates around, he had a couple mates around to watch the SpaceX launch, and I'm just drinking these away. I've got work the next day at 4 a.m. and I'm getting them down me.
Oh God.
At 10:30 at night, I'm head in the toilet, and Mum's still like, "I'm not going to work tomorrow," hanging. So my dad had to text my boss to say I couldn't make it.
Oh.
Don't you think you get
Yeah.
the most drunk when you've got work the next day?
Yeah, it's almost as if
Don't
like,
know
your
what it
body's like,
is.
you don't need to go to work. Come on, get in here.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but if I was to drink the same amount on different nights,
I'd be
I'm
fine.
always way
Yeah.
drunker when I've got work the next
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
So weird.
I think I'm put off vodka lemonade as well, to be fair, from that one ministry drink that we had.
Yeah, but that wasn't lemonade. I was about
Yeah,
to bring that up to be fair. Have you ever had vodka and tonic water?
Yeah, that's
It's
not
disgusting.
nice.
It is disgusting.
Yeah.
But that's
And we
put
and
me
Max
off.
had it by accident. We ordered 2 vodka and lemonades, and then obviously they just handed us the drinks. It was clear, so we were like, okay, well, it looks like vodka.
Yeah.
Paid, walked off, and then me and Max had a sip and just looked at each other and we
It's
were like,
disgusting.
Yeah,
this is
we're just
vile.
like,
What is
what
this?
is this? What is that? And then yeah, it's just,
terrible.
I think from a club I can't order a vodka lemonade anymore, just because I'm scared that I'll get tonic water in there.
See, I don't order it from a club. I have to order it with Coke.
Yeah.
In case that happens, because I've had it happen quite a lot, and I there's nothing I can do to make myself down it. I'm just like, oh well, I can't drink that.
We had to force it
I
down
think we
ourselves.
forced it. Yeah,
We literally just stood out there and just went
It would
for
take me at least 5 minutes to stand at the side on my own, telling myself to do it. And that's just too
Me and
mentally
Brad were walking back in the club crying because we've just had to drink tonic water. It's like,
Yeah.
everyone's like, "What's happened to you?" It's like, "You've been assaulted." It's like, "No, we had tonic water."
It was. Well, Aaron's a massive fan of it. Aaron Patel.
God.
Because when we've been out a few times with him when he's come back, and he got it once, and I said, "Oh, is that lemonade and vodka?" He was like, "No, it's tonic water." So why'd you drink that?
Mad, out of
I tried
choice.
it. And he was out of choice as well. And he was like, "Oh, the main reason is because it's the healthier option." I was like, "You're going out drinking. You shouldn't be cared
You're not
about."
being healthy.
Yeah, exactly. There's no
It's like,
point. Just drink what you want to.
My mum likes gin and tonic. I'm like,
Oh no, even
gin
that,
already
no.
is awful, and then you've got putting it with tonic water. It's like the worst drink in the world.
Won't take offence.
Gin's not that bad. Yeah, gin's not that bad. It's just not. To be fair, I think I would have put pink gin higher on my list if I'd had it more recent. It's just I can't fully remember what it
Jack
tastes like.
Daniels was not on that list. Pink gin is at the bottom.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Nah.
I
so
feel like
weird.
agenda, Max.
if looks could kill, then I think I'd be dead. I felt the stare coming through my computer, my screen. Then that was like radiating on me. I was like, oh. So
Well,
we should probably figure out where Bailey's goes in our list then.
yeah, the
Oh
Baileys.
God, yeah. Right. Hold on, because I need to. I'm gonna pour that into there. Had ice, but
It's melted.
I'm not gonna have it with ice. What if I don't like it?
Oh,
We'll
I
have
hope you do because
I don't have to shake it or anything, do I?
I don't
Yeah.
think no. Right, do you?
No.
No, I didn't
Do you
think
know
so.
what it smells like?
With the lid off, you
What?
shake it.
I don't know. It smells of something, but I can't tell you. How much do I have?
Normally, you just have I feel like you need ice.
Yeah, I
Should I
think
go
you do
get
need
ice?
ice. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
it'll make it a bit more enjoyable as well.
Okay. Hold on, let me go get ice.
No, worries.
Oh,
No pressure. Where? Oh no, I was gonna say where would you put it, but we'll do that in a sec.
yeah. Oh, the disrespect for the Malibu. I
Malibu.
can't believe it. I mean, to be
Malibu,
fair, I
that Malibu.
disrespected Pink Gin a lot, so
You did disrespect Pink
I
Gin.
disrespected Pink Gin, but it deserves it. Malibu does not. It does not.
Oh, I feel like Sambuca was given a light let off by you two as well.
Oh no, it's not as bad as Jack Daniels. That is the worst. Jack Daniels
not that
is
bad.
just normally, you know what? Like it's like vodka. I don't like that neat, but Coke saves it. Coke can't even save Jack Daniels. It's that bad.
Okay.
Oh,
Why didn't you take the glass?
Yeah.
hold on, I
Yeah,
can't
that's
actually hear you.
No, that's
Okay.
that's alpha right there. Bringing it in with in your hands.
Yeah. Why
Getting
didn't you
tangled.
take the glass with you to put the ice in instead of?
Yeah, I don't know. It just made my hands really cold. I've got loads of ice.
Okay.
What if I don't like it? So just drink.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
yeah,
just
go
sit.
for it.
It's nice.
I feel like there's a book coming.
Yeah.
No, do you just drink it like this?
Yeah.
The ice is hitting me in the face. Oh, it's strong.
It is.
Oh, it is.
I find
It
it
is quite
strong.
strong,
Yeah,
isn't
I
That was
normally
very strong, that bit.
I put a bit of milk in it, and it sort of just like weakens it a bit.
Put milk
It
in it.
tastes a bit like.
Okay.
Have you had? Okay, it tastes like. Have you ever had a caramel frappe from Starbucks?
Yeah.
It tastes a bit like that with alcohol in, but then kind of not like that at all. That makes no sense. No, I like
Yeah.
it.
No. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
where would you put it on the list then?
Okay, where would I put it on my list? Let me just look at my list. I'd actually put it 1, 2. I'd probably put it near the Summerberries wine.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
So
not bad. I'll take that.
after vodka maybe, and then that. I think I could drink that. Like
It's nice.
See,
maybe I'm going to be
it
a
is
Baileys
so
drinker.
nice. Baileys.
Christmas.
That's what
It's
when you
Christmas,
said you hadn't tried it. It was
See,
astonishing.
I didn't think he drank it like that because my mum's always, since we've been younger, at Christmas she'll always have Baileys, and she'll always have it in a Baileys coffee around Christmas. And I just thought you put it in coffee and
Next
like,
time, I'm gonna try it with Bailey's and tonic.
Oh
don't think any of us will like that.
no, none of us want to try
I
that,
think
Max. Come
Bailey's
on.
is one of those only drinks where it just shouldn't. It just stays on its own.
I can see it right in a coffee, to be fair, but I don't know how does your mum make it. Do you know?
No idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough.
Uses
Well,
Bailey's instead of water. Boils the Baileys.
boils the Baileys.
Absolutely plastered.
Where would you put it, Max, on your list?
It's going after Jaeger and before Prosecco, so it's 5th. Yeah, 5th for me.
Similar to
Quite
me.
low, to
Where's
be
it on
fair.
yours?
I'd put it about third, I reckon. It's above Jaeger. Oh, it's just something you could just drink again. It's just,
Thing is that I'm
especially at
thinking that
Christmas.
with Jaeger, I can drink that all year out. Bailey's only ever touch that at
Yeah.
Christmas.
Really?
It is
Yeah,
seen as,
it's
to be
it's a
fair.
Christmas drink.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not-
before. Go on, Max.
I
Sorry.
wouldn't really say it's like I don't think they intended it to be a Christmas drink, but it's kind of become like a tradition that you only really have it at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I never really see it on shelves at Christmas.
Yeah,
Well,
I see it more in your face at Christmas.
Mm.
It's always like on the end of aisles and stuff. No, it's
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Is it strong?
Oh,
It's
okay,
about
yeah.
17.
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
it?
how strong is it? 18? Yeah, I think 17, 18.
Can't even see.
Do I have a bottle in
No,
here?
no.
There you go, I can check.
Useless.
Do you not see it? Go on,
No.
Max, save the day.
Has he got a bottle there?
I think he has.
Where the hell is it?
Do you want me just to Google
Oh
it?
wait, here you go. 17%. It's on the front.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Where's
It's on the front.
that?
On the very, it's on the front bottom right label.
Oh god, yeah.
I've pulled
Very
out
nice.
Malibu
you've got a
vodka
whole bottle
and
of Baileys now to
Bailey's.
drink. You got a lot there, Max. Yeah, well, you've got
Yeah.
a whole bottle of Baileys there to drink. No, at your own pace.
Yes. Thanks.
It's all right. At least you like it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've
Okay.
got this whole bottle of basil I bought. I don't even like
Don't know
it.
what to do with it.
Yeah.
No, at least it'll get drunk.
Send it to Scape. We'd have it.
Yeah, we'll drink. Definitely drink it.
Ugh.
Well,
That's-
I think that wraps up the Sunday ranking segment of the podcast. Bit controversial.
Yeah, we have
Agreed.
some different opinions.
Some
God, I
some
can't
wrong
talk
opinions.
now. No.
There are definitely there are some wrong
There's
opinions.
some wrong like
I'll
Malibu is a
argue
bit
about that.
disrespected.
And June.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Max, you're not very good at making friends, are you? You did this
No,
last
I'm
week.
not. I
We can agree to disagree.
yeah.
There you go.
I tend to beef people when they don't have the same opinion as me.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
I'm joking.
He's not wrong. Oh, I don't know, Max. We've had a lot of debates before, especially on certain topics.
Yeah, we do.
You know. Anyway, we'll move on.
That's for another episode.
Yeah. Obviously, Indy, you did a 5K a day with your flat or housemates, uni mates.
Yeah.
I suppose what was the inspiration about that, really? Where did that come from?
It was actually really random. So, can you remember? Right. So, a couple months ago. So, this is October time.
Mhm.
Oh, I need to get his name up because I need to get it right. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong. His name's Ben West. His Instagram name is I am Ben West. He looks like this.
Okay.
He had posted a little on IGTV of him basically saying that the government should be responsible for sending so many uni students back to uni and basically locking them in accommodation. And basically saying that it was like putting them in a jail cell, like especially first years in halls of residence. That couldn't have been very nice. Me and my friends watched the videos because it was around about the same time. Do you know when there was quite a few suicides at unis?
Yeah.
It was around about then, and we watched this video, and it was me, my friend Ella, and Sophie, who I live with. And it was really random because one of my friends was getting ready to go out, and she was like, "Oh, have you seen this video?" She was like, "I watched this earlier," and she was like, "I was literally about to cry." Now, I don't cry at things like this. Really random because I usually cry. You've seen me cry a lot. I actually don't cry at like films or when people like talk about stuff like that. And he started talking, and literally 2-3 seconds in, I was like, "Oh my god!" Do you know when your like throat goes? And I was like, "Oh my god!" Everything he was saying was so true, and I was like, "It's so sad because." He's got quite a big platform, but I was like, we were just sat there like, it's everything he said is true, and it's so sad because so many people have died. The government are getting it wrong. They aren't prioritizing like mental health and all this sort of stuff. And we were just sat there like, but there's nothing like, no matter how upset or angry we get about the situation, there's nothing really we can do. Like we can raise money. We were like, what do we do? Because we were like, there's nothing we can do to make a massive change. We're not high enough up to do anything like that. But I was like, we need to do something because that doesn't sit right with me, like being affected that much by a video or by something someone said that I agree with every single thing he said in that video. I was like, we can't now just watch that, be upset, and then go about our normal life and not do anything about it. So we were like, right, let's try and raise money. We were like, what can we do? And a couple of things got thrown around, and one of the girls said, "Oh, we could run 5K a day and get our families just to sponsor us." And she said that, and we were like, "Yeah, okay, let's do that then." And then we asked our other two housemates, the girls, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, we'll do that." So then we ended up setting up the page and raising money for it, and obviously running 5K a day. But yeah, it's very because I know I had an email from because we donated money to Student Minds, raising money for student mental health and like supporting people with like students specifically and like lecturers and all those sort of things. And she emailed me and she was like, "Thank you so much." She was like, "This has made such a difference." And we were like we want to do more.
Yeah.
But it's like it's so hard because we want to do more, and I know so many people around my age and like us and like people like us want to do more, but the people that need to do more are the people higher up that just don't.
Yeah.
And it's the most annoying cycle because I think this year especially with COVID as well, like we all want to make decisions about how things should be done, especially like lockdown and the easing of lockdown. We all have our own opinions about stuff, but we have literally no control over anything. And I think we just all felt, we finished it and we felt great, and then it was like December and we were like, but we still feel powerless because we've made a tiny difference and we've tried to help, but like now what can we do? Because it's not kind of something you just do and then don't do anything again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a difficult one, I think. But
I mean, it was a great either, and obviously you want to do more, but at the end of the day, what you did and what your uni mates did, still a great thing to do.
Yeah, it was really quite good actually, because we set a target and we were like, we're never going to hit that target. We set a target of £500 because there was 5 of us. We were like, okay, family could help donate £100, not like from one person, but not expect from £100 from each person, but we were like, that's a target, like that can be done. And then we ended up raising like 600 and something. So we were like, that's really quite good.
Really
so
good. Well done.
I think we'll do something again. But obviously it's just what to do.
So how challenging was it when you first started doing it? I assume it was like quite mentally challenging as well.
Oh God, it was so hard because we were like, yeah, let's do 5k a day. And then until you do 5k, you don't realise how far 5k is.
It always seems like a good idea on paper.
And then it's a great idea. And then I think it was like day 10 and we were all like, oh my God, how are we going to do this for the rest of it? And we were like, we've still got so long left. But I think it helped that it was all 5 of us doing it. I think if I was doing it on my own, it would have been very challenging. But like some days we'd all go out together and do it. The last day we all went on a massive walk around. We have in Nottingham, we have what's it called now? Woollerton Park. We all walked around there together because we were like, it would be nice to do the last like 5k together. So we did a walk and we all did it together. So that was nice, but it felt good to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I suppose in March I'm raising money for the charity Health to Oceans, was obviously the person we had on the previous podcast. My aim is to do a 5-mile run or a walk a day.
Miles?
Miles. Yeah, 5 miles. I was going to say, have you got any tips, really? Anything to, if I'm having a bad day or I'm struggling?
God.
Anything which would be like,
okay, if you're having a bad day, do a walk, but listen to a podcast. I listen to a podcast and I like this. Because the first podcast I ever listened to, they had a YouTube channel. And I was like, I don't know how the transfer of watching them to just listening to them would go. And then when we started doing the 5k a day, started listening to more podcasts, like people that were like doing like mental health and stuff like that. And I'd like get a good podcast lined up and then do that. And then I was like, okay, this is why I'm doing it. Like, it's hard today. I'm still doing it, but tomorrow I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I don't know. I think it helps to remind you why you're doing it.
Okay, yeah. I'll take that on board. Thank you.
Good luck.
It's going to be tough,
I'll
especially as
donate
March
to
is 31 days as well.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That is...
long.
I didn't know it was a 5 mile. That is a trek.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to sort of, I suppose, get into sort of a groove now by going for a few runs. And I'm doing
Have
about
a
2.5, and I think...
Have a couple of days of not doing anything before you do it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the plan. Well, I'm doing 2.5 miles, and that's
killing me. You don't want to burn yourself out. When it comes time to do it, you'll say, like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I was going to do the... Have you seen it? I've seen it on Snapchat. It's so random. Do you know when you go through people's story and you get an ad?
Yeah.
The other day it came up where you do 1 mile a day for every day. Is it every day in March?
I think so. I think I've seen the same thing as you. Yeah, I think I've seen something
I was going to do that. So I'm thinking of doing that. So I'll probably do that, actually.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's just something to do as well, I suppose, at the moment. Like you say, it gets out of the house.
Yeah.
even if it is 5 miles.
Yeah. How long's that going to take?
That-
I think probably just under 40 minutes, I reckon.
Jesus.
Yeah, I need to
think.
start doing something to get out of the house.
Oh yeah, it was before you came on, Max. That's why we were a little late, because Max was trying to calm his dad down. He's got a bit of a bollocking, didn't you, Max?
Yeah. Because I don't leave
Why?
the house.
Oh.
It's literally
Even
it.
though we're in
It's the most
lockdown.
pointless. I'm sorry, it is.
I agree.
Get
Your
on
dad
those
watches the
daily
podcast now.
walks.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yeah, Max,
Yeah.
just leave. Go outside now.
yeah, right, in a bit, guys. Oh, so how long? So was it a month? You
God.
said you did your 5K a day.
Yeah, so we did it for the whole of November. How many days has that got in?
That's
Not
30.
30, yeah.
Yeah, 30.
Sorry, I can't. I've got to think.
Brandon, you should have. I had to do the song. What was it? Have you heard the song? How it goes?
I've heard the song, but I get it muddled up, so there's no point.
I can't do the song.
don't know
There's
the
a
words.
knuckle thing. You can count on your knuckles. It's weird. So for every time you touch a knuckle's 31 days, and in between's 30 or 28. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July.
That's
You see?
cool.
That's
Oh,
how
you
I
need
do
to
it.
go
I was
back.
just. What was it?
Oh, so you just got onto the hand.
Oh,
30 days in September, April, June, November. That's how I always
I
remember
don't
it.
know the
And then
song. I've never remembered the song.
I get them all muddled up.
Yeah,
There's too many months.
there is. Just is.
There's
Too many months.
Brandon, you should have timed it for should have done it in February instead, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
That's
yeah,
three,
but nah,
three
but
less
that,
days then, mate.
it is less days. But I did no alcohol this month because there's less days, so balances out.
True.
See, I could do no alcohol, I think.
It's
I don't
easy
really drink
back
at
home.
home.
Yeah,
If I was
Yeah,
at uni, it'd be very hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if I was at uni now, I'd be struggling 100%. But
don't think-
the fact that most people are still home.
Yeah, if I was doing
Yeah.
that, I'm still at uni. And every time you guys were out were drinking in the flat, I couldn't join because I would
it's-
start drinking. I'd have to stay.
I
in my
wouldn't
room
even be
away
able
from
to
it.
sit down with you, like
Yeah.
with people. That
Do we
sounds
have
so
a drink
bad.
problem? Do we have a drink
I
problem?
know. Sounds awful.
Yeah.
Can't be around alcohol without having it.
Yeah.
God.
Well, do you have any other sort of hobbies then as well, apart from obviously anything you like to do in your spare time?
No. Yeah.
No.
Do I? What do I do? Let me think.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so at the minute I do uni, which isn't a hobby. That's
No.
a thing I have to do.
That's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
I obviously bake. I like work out. I'd say that's a hobby because obviously when you go back to the gym. I was really on the getting out every day because after November when we were out every single day, I was like, this is good for the mind. Like that hour on a walk or half an hour, 20 minutes outside was great. I was like, I needed that. So then after I was like, I'm going to try and do this every day, like make it a priority to get out the house after I've done uni work or to break up the day, like have lunch and go out half an hour, do a little walk and then come back. And I was doing it really well. And I was doing it over Christmas when I was at home until I say probably halfway through January, and I've stopped and I don't now have the time to go out because if I'm not doing uni work, I'm baking or I'm trying to fit in doing a little workout or whatever. So I don't get out as much anymore, which is annoying. But I'm going to try and get back on that and prioritize that because I did think that really helped the mind and the soul. I needed that little escape.
As you've bought a bakery, we can probably get into why you're on the podcast to talk about your new bakery, the Blue Skye Bakery, which is a little play on words, I suppose.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Very
I'm
creative.
missing something.
Okay,
Can someone
so-
explain that to me, please?
Yeah.
So the name. So my first name is Indianna Skye, like it's hyphened. And I feel like quite a lot, if you know me, like quite a lot of people know that about me. And so when I was trying to think of a name for it, I was like, I didn't want my actual name to be in it. So I didn't want it to be like Indiana's Bakery or like Indy's Bakery or whatever. Like they were the first things that came up. And I was like, I don't want it to be like that because I wanted it a bit more professional and not attached to me. So I didn't want people to be like, oh, her first name, oh, she has this. Like, yeah, I like that, but like I don't. Like, I didn't want that. I didn't want my actual name to be attached to it. So then I thought, Skye. Like, if people know me and close to me, they know that that's my first name. So I was like, let's have that, and it's spelt slightly different, so it's a bit different. And then I was like, okay, well, Skye, what the hell can I do with that? And my sister was like, Blue Sky Bakery. I was like, yeah, I thought of that because obviously the sky is blue. Then I was like, it's a bit like, I didn't love it at first. And then we started throwing around other things, and I was just like, no. And then I was like, actually, I quite like Blue Sky Bakery. I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of liked it. So then I was like, okay, I'm just going to stick with that. And the more I've stuck to it, I do like it. So that's where the name came from, basically.
There you go, Max.
Thank you. So I was just about to ask you where you got the name from.
Well, I've had the luxury of trying one of your boxes. Obviously, unfortunately, you haven't, Max. And I have to say, Max, you have missed out. Because
Where was my delivery then, Brandon?
Sorry,
I'm
mate,
not going to blame you, Indianna. I'm blaming Brandon for this. Poor organisation from him.
It was because it came with 2 brownies, 2 chocolate coated strawberries, and it's like cookie shortbreads sort of thing, with icing on. And the brownie, like everything was amazing.
Everyone has told me this brownie is like
the brownie is
insane.
Phenomenal. It really is, and I don't understand. Like, how would you do it?
I don't understand either.
It is amazing.
Good,
I love
but, like,
brownies.
I've had quite
I'm
good
coming to
reviews on
Nuneaton.
that.
I'm coming to Nuneaton then to try one.
Max, next time I'll come back to uni, I'll get a few
You'll have
boxes
to-
for
yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
do.
and I'll bring
take
some
it up.
boxes back.
No,
Because,
when
like-
we go to Fever, when the clubs are open, some
I can come
pre snacks.
Brownies to start you off.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are phenomenal, and I'd probably say they are the best brownies I've ever had.
I've
quite
had quite
easily.
good feedback on the brownies, to be honest. So they'll be sticking around.
Well, everything else was just as good. The shortbread, even just the chocolate covered strawberries were really nice.
My mum loves them.
Yeah, they were good. And obviously, I don't think I let my parents try anything. I think my mum had like half a brownie, and that was it. And everything else I just ate. And it also comes with like the way you decorate it as well is quite nice. It's got like it's Skittles, I think, isn't it? And like a few of the little bits around it, and it just all adds to it. And for the price you pay for that box, which was £12, it was great quality, and it was really good. And it's not like Indianna hasn't made me say any of this. It's not like any sort of.
There's a gun of Brandon off screen.
It is genuinely amazing. So if you want to try something out, you've got to try it. But I suppose as well, what have you got anything sort of new coming soon? Anything like that? Can you tell us?
Yeah.
Or is it too serious?
No, I can.
This is top secret information.
This week I'm sorting out the Mother's Day boxes, which I'll be doing. Finalising some last little bits. I'm a bit and ahhing about. I think I'm going to probably do 2 different types of like boxes, so 2 options. But that will be coming on my Instagram this weekend, I think. Well, it definitely is. It will definitely be. I'm thinking Sunday afternoon. I think that's when I'm going to do like, if I do like new things or like announcements, that will be when it's up. But
what is your Instagram?
Exciting.
Plug it.
Oh God, what is this?
Well.
It'll be all in the description as well. All of the links.
Yeah.
It is blue.sky, spelt with an E, bakery. Can you see that?
There you go.
There
It's there.
I'm going to edit that and put mine over the top of
it. I suppose as well, it's like, has it been something you've always been interested in, baking? Because I don't know, you've never sort of mentioned it, at least when at the 6th form, but it's not really been a topic of conversation. Is it something you got into at uni or?
Well, I've been able to bake. Like, if someone in the house is baking, like if someone so my mum will want cake sometimes. I'm always the one to do it. Pancake day, I'm the one baking pancakes because for whatever reason, Mum and Willow cannot do it, and it's like, it's a simple task. Like, why can't you do it? And they just botch it up every time. So I'm always the one to do it. So then, last year in lockdown, it was my friend's birthday, and I was like, I want to bake her a cake. Really random. Don't know why. Me and my sister had basically been baking like quite a lot of cookies and like brownies and stuff like that. And I was like, let's bake her a cake. So I made her a cake. I'll show you which one I made her. Actually, I'll post it on the Instagram. That one.
Bloody hell.
Is that
So we
chocolate
made it
fingers
that.
on the side?
Yeah, so it's chocolate fingers and then Smarties all in the top. And then
Chocolate fingers, top tier biscuit.
That is
So I
that
made
is
her
a god
that.
tier cake. Jesus.
And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it kind of turned out okay. So then I made my other friend a cake for her birthday. No, I made her cupcakes because she already had a birthday cake. So I made her little cupcakes. And then I didn't really, lockdown like kind of eased, didn't it? Ended, went back to uni. And then it was my sister's birthday. And I managed to come home for her birthday. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I managed to come home. And to be honest, I can't tell you why I did it. I just did it. And I made her a birthday cake. And it was like, you've probably seen it. I've not actually posted a picture yet, but do you know like the Kinder Overload ones where it's got like loads of Kinder stuff on top or like loads of chocolate on top? I tried doing that, and because I knew I could bake a cake, I knew that was easy. I could do that. I was like, I'm just going to buy a load of stuff, decorate it, put it on top, see what it looks like. It's only to Willow. Like, she's going to love it. It's going to taste good anyway. And I made it, and it turned out really well. And I was like really shocked. And my nan came around on my sister's birthday and tried it, and she was joking. She was like, you need to sell this. Like, people would buy your cakes. And I was showing her like the other cakes that I'd already made. And I was like, they're just cakes. I didn't really see anything like crazy about it. And then it was my friend's from uni, her boyfriend's birthday, and I made him a cake as well. And that turned out really well. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm kind of okay at this. Like, it's just, I don't know. I was okay. I could do them. And then I came home for Christmas, and I didn't really do any baking over Christmas. And we were just talking, and this is why it happened, which is going to sound really crazy. So I bought this, basically, me and my friends, best friends, Amber and Lorna, we were talking about, you've heard about manifesting and all that sort of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Thinking things are going to happen, they'll happen, whatever. So she told me she bought herself like a little diary where she would write things down, like to make them happen, not make them happen, but to plan things. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I went on Amazon and I bought this. And at the front, won't bore you with all the details, but at the front, it's got, you have to write down 50 of like things that you want to happen in your life, like your whole life. Like, what are your top 50 big plans? And I'd got to about 20, and I was like, I don't have any more. Like, what? Like, I've written down my top priorities. That's basically what I want, blah, blah, blah. And I wrote down here, on number 40, I put open a bakery, like in the future, like when I'm older. So I was more thinking about when I'm older and like retired, or do it as like a side job when I'm a lot older. Yeah. And then I kind of mentioned it because I'd mentioned it to my mum and sister and basically said, oh, I've wrote this, these are some of my things. And Willow was like, oh, you want to open a bakery? And she was like, that'll be really cute. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, like whatever. And she was like, you should start selling some bits or like doing whatever. And I was like, maybe. And then I was umming and ahhing for ages about it. And then I was like, do you know what? I'm going to start posting the stuff I make or bake on my actual Instagram to see how that goes. So then I did the Valentine's Day boxes on my Instagram, and they did really well, like really well. And I was like, okay, well, I need to kind of do something with this. It was kind of at that point when I actually started to get orders that I was like, okay, well, I could do this as sort of like a side thing, like a little, like do a little baking business. So that's when all the like the names started and actually seriously thinking about it. And I'd mentioned it to my friends Amber and Lorna, and a couple of days later I had a parcel in the post because I wasn't dead set on doing it. I was like, oh, I might, I'm not sure. And I basically got an Amazon parcel, and it was a load of like baking boxes and some stickers saying thank you for supporting my small business. And my best friend Amber has sent them to me. She's at uni and she'd sent them across, and she was like, "Good luck with your new like venture, whatever." And I was just like, she sent me this, like, now I need to do it. I was like, I need to. Like, I wasn't actually dead set on doing it, but now I need to. And I'm glad I did it, to be honest. That's how it basically started. I mean, I'm still very new and just starting because I've set the Instagram up because, oh God, sorry, Leah's calling me. Sorry. I set the Instagram up and I'm trying to take things slow. So I've still got like menus to come, but obviously I'm balancing it with uni at the minute. So uni tends to be a bit busy around this time because Easter's coming up with deadlines and stuff. So I'm trying to take it slow and just do like the big, like Mother's Day, Easter. I'm doing 2 birthday cakes this weekend, but I'll probably start to post more in the summer kind of thing. But yeah, it's going well.
I just, it is my birthday in a week.
Do you want a
Put that out
cake?
there. I'd love a cake.
Could potentially make you a cake if you want.
It's my
If you
birthday
send me,
as well in a week.
if you send me a picture of something that you want, or some like chocolate or stuff that you like,
Definitely.
then I can do that for you.
Oh, thank you.
Brand's scamming a cake.
Okay.
Poor
Oh, no. It's good. The brownies
to-
were good. I'm sure everything else will be good.
Or I can make you a brownie tower.
Oh,
a massive,
brownie
doing like
tower.
a massive brownie. A massive
So you get
brownie.
like, you make brownies and then you. Do you want me to show you a picture?
Yeah, go on,
I
then,
actually
please.
haven't made one yet, but I'm quite good at like just doing it. Brownie. Pinterest is my new favourite thing. Like, that's, I mean,
Is that where you got your cake designs from?
it's where I get most of my inspo. I mean, ignore the flowers. You're not going to have flowers on it, but like,
Bloody
can you
hell.
see it? Like,
That's-
hold on.
Get
This
some
is another one. That's probably an easier picture. So it's like a pile of like loads of brownies,
It looks like heaven.
That is
and then
so
like
good.
loads of stuff around it.
Can you do them in like letters so you can have like Bazza brownies?
I could try. Don't know how well that would go.
Mention it. No, I mean, it's very impressive, and it's clearly.
That is
I was
really
gonna, to be
cool.
fair, yeah, I was gonna ask about. I suppose, did you ever get taught? But by the sounds of it, you've just sort of just picked it up naturally.
Yeah. I don't know. I think my mum's not a massive baker. She's not a massive cook either.
Mm.
And it's just something I really enjoy. So I enjoy making dinner as well. So I'll make like new meals all the time for my mum and Willow, and like they love it because obviously food.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
get dinner cooked for them, so they love it. But I don't know, like I never really been that interested in it, but it's actually something I really enjoy. I don't know why. It's so random.
I've
That's really
always
cool.
liked baking, and I've tried like not hand it in. I tried to make a cheesecake at uni once.
I'm not great at cheesecake.
Oh no,
Turn out
it was
great.
a long process. It took me the whole day.
Oh
And
no.
I get to the end. I don't, Max, have you got a picture?
I think I've got a video of it, yeah.
So it gets to the end, and I think I'm trying to put it back. I think I'm trying to get it out of the fridge or put it in the fridge.
Oh no.
And because it's setting, I just drop it. Goes everywhere. And
Oh
I put
no.
in 3, 4, maybe it's the whole day. I've just been in the kitchen doing this,
Is this
and
it?
it's been like
Nope, that's
I
the
was
one of
telling
you
people
getting
like, oh, I need the oven at like this temperature. So can you try and cook around and all this? And
Oh.
you know,
Yeah,
it
he
wasn't
was
just
literally-
like I'd
there's
put a lot of effort in.
We weren't allowed to use the
Stopping people
kitchen.
from cooking just so I
Yeah.
can make this. Yeah, and
I
then I'd
found it.
drop it.
I found it.
Oh,
Don't know if you were
no.
able to see it.
It was
Oh bless
painful.
you.
It's,
Oh, I would have
it's just like that.
cried. Oh, that's so upsetting.
Oh, it's heartbreaking because everyone was there as well.
We were
Like even
all there.
people who were
Oh,
like,
that's Hannah.
yeah, like everyone. Like I can't remember what was on it, but we had like mates from uni
Were we
round as
watching the
well.
football?
The football might have been on, and
Oh,
you just they're all
God.
concentrating watching that. I'm just there.
And we just
Yeah,
hear a
that's
bang.
good.
We just hear a
And I
bang.
think I
it's
just lobbed my
Brandon's just
tea
like.
towel.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
I think you can
no.
in the background.
I
You can hear
literally-
Ethan be like, "Oh, you fucking idiot."
Oh,
Yeah.
I know how frustrated you'd be. That would have been horrible.
So painful. And as well, it's like, obviously they're all laughing, understandably. Funny, but you
We
just
were
I'm just
laughing.
like
We
trying to...
felt your pain. We felt your pain. But it was
so
funny.
painful.
It was just like you
Oh,
just stood there,
bless
just
you.
like.
I'm literally like, no one speak to me. No one speak to me.
Oh, I haven't tried cheesecake since then. I think
See, I
might
tried making
retire.
a cheesecake, but I'm not a massive fan of cheesecake myself, so I'm not
Yeah, I
the best.
think
Oh,
My mum
okay.
makes a good cheesecake.
Oh.
Let me
That's
see if
one
I've got a
thing she does
photo,
wrong.
Brandon, of like your cake that you did for our come dine with me, because that was actually really
Oh,
nice.
yeah. We did like a come dine with me when we first moved in because we couldn't do much. And we got put into pairs because there's 6 of us, and I was with my flatmate Sam. Sam did the main basically, and I did the dessert. So it's like 6 layers of cake,
Very good.
It was very
and
good.
it's all like different. So like we'd put like chocolate chips in one, toffee in another, and all that.
Very
And
nice.
yeah, we tried to make like I think it was like a treacle one as well, which went terribly wrong, and we used that as like bait, as in
Oh yeah.
to think that was what they had for dessert, and it was just this mashed up
It's
cake, which
good,
we
yeah.
also dropped. We dropped it on the floor as well, and we were like, "Yeah, this is what you've got for dessert." So they were like, "Oh, you could see." I'm like, "Yeah, they ain't got a chance of winning this." And then we
And
just
then
pulled this
literally,
cake
we
out
just
from
pulled out this
nowhere.
massive tower. They're like,
It's a
where's
very
that come
big
from
cake.
then? It was an
Yeah,
impressive
just took us
cake.
out
It was.
there.
That's what won them. That is what won them the competition. That cake.
Thank you, Max.
Oh, you won.
Yeah, of course.
That's good.
It's
Welcome.
like, did you ever do in sixth form? Do you know we had like a bake-off thing like every Friday or something?
Yeah, I never did that.
Did you never do that? Because me and Kieran did that, and we were robbed one year, but we won the second. We definitely won once.
Gosh.
Oh, we were definitely robbed. Me and
competition.
Kieran.
What did you make?
Bake off between you two.
Oh, I feel like I'd do it, but I'm quite competitive, so
So am
I don't know
I.
how to go. Oh, yeah, I'm down to do that at some point. We'll have to maybe
Yeah.
when COVID's sort of
I'll
cleared
be
or
a
something.
judge. I'll
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
eat the
Matt's
food.
If
judge
that
it.
ever happens.
I'll eat the food.
Yeah.
I made a cake once. It didn't go very well. I kind of forgot to put like we forgot to put
What?
something in it, and then we had to start all over again. That's my
that's
cake. It's
annoying.
just diabetes, basically. It's like just chocolate.
Oh, it looks good though.
It does look good to be fair.
It was nice, but I couldn't have too much of it because it was just like
It's quite sickly.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had the
A lot of things
Yeah,
tend to be sickly. As soon as you add chocolate in, it's like, I can't eat anymore.
Yeah.
but it was something that I've done once. I'm happy to never do it again.
To be
I'll
fair, I
leave the
think
baking
baking's
to
quite
Bazza
sort of
in the flat.
therapeutic. Yeah, it relaxes me. To be fair, if it's a stressful day, as long as I don't drop it, it's quite therapeutic. I think. I don't know.
It
I don't
depends
know
what it is.
Oh yeah, like if you.
I've had
I mean, what
like
you've made?
very long
that is-
days
yeah.
of baking.
I think it would stress me out. Just a normal cake or something. Everything
Something
starts calm.
easy that's going to be
Yeah,
done in like a decent amount of time. That's quite good.
Well, what's taken you the longest to make so far, and how long did it take?
So I was practicing for the so I needed to get pictures for the Valentine's Day boxes. So obviously I needed to bake everything. So I started about 4 and I didn't finish until it was about 11:45, like 11:45 to midnight, and I was still baking, and I was like, I don't see this ending. Like I'm going to be baking all night, like, and I kind of had to finish everything that I could and then just stop and like go back to it the next day. And then when it came to actually baking the actual boxes, I was like, okay, I think I started at about 9 and I was still baking till like 10:30 that night. That was a long day. And I was just, because I had to double some of the stuff, like do like some of the recipes twice, because like obviously a lot of orders of certain things. And I had so many different things to bake. I was like, oh my God. And then as soon as I went to bed, I was like, out. And then the next day it was straight up in the kitchen doing it. I was like, oh my God. But it was all worth it in the end. And it all pays off when like you give people the stuff and they like enjoy it. So I don't mind doing it, but sometimes it can be tiring.
Yeah, well, like I say, it
sounds like a
was
stressful
really
process,
good stuff.
yeah.
It does stand at times, but like you say,
The majority of the
food is
time it's
amazing.
not that bad. It's quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it.
Do you ever like
No, but
have some of it for yourself? Like if you've got like an order for a cake or something, you look at it sort of like, I wish I could eat this.
Wow.
I wish I could have this.
So for the first box of like for the Valentine's Day when I was practicing, obviously I needed to make it all just to take a picture for like of these 2 boxes. So I had all of this stuff that was just spare, and I was like, we cannot eat this. I was like, there is too much food here for us to all eat. So I was like messaging like my friends. I was like, do you want this? Do you want this? Willow was like taking it to her, like dropping it at her boyfriend's house to give to that family. And I was like, anyone that wants stuff, come and
Please
get
take
it
them,
because I don't want it.
please.
So now, like, literally, we're sick of it. We're like, obviously, we'll try the one thing to make sure it like tastes okay, but then we're like,
yeah.
no more. Take it to work, give it to them. Any spares, I'm like putting on Instagram, like, please, someone buy it because I can't have it in the house.
Wow.
So
I
when you
suppose then
see,
there's
oh,
just
sorry,
yeah,
you
go on,
Adam.
Max.
No, you go,
No,
mate.
no, go on, Max. Go for it.
No, you go, mate.
Max. No, Max, you go.
So I was just gonna say, where do you see like your bakery going? Do you think it have like, obviously you'd think you'd like to have it some longevity in it, but is it like, do you think you can keep it going for a while, especially with uni and stuff
I'm not
going?
sure. I think with I'll still do it when I'm at uni because so I know a lot of my uni friends will order like little bits and bobs because I know that it'll be quite popular with them. So I'll still do it when I'm at uni, and obviously if like I was to get like a bulk order, like so for birthday cakes, I'm happy to do whether that's here or at home, like in Nottingham, because it's not that far to come home and go back. Obviously, we're talking not COVID times. And like for like special occasions like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, and all those sort of stuff, I'll definitely be doing stuff. So I'll still carry it on at uni, but it'll be more like, do you know, like the random bakes where I just randomly make something.
Yeah.
I won't do that at uni. I'll do that when I'm home. So that will be the only thing that's different. So like trying out new recipes will be when I'm at home. But I do come home quite regularly, obviously, when we're not stuck at uni because of COVID or like at home or whatever. But obviously, a bit uncertain at the moment.
Yeah.
I hope to carry it on. But
No, I
I'm
mean, you
also
should.
not
You
putting
definitely
too
should.
much
No, you
pressure
should,
on
yeah.
it.
I mean, I've not tried anything, but I will back what Brandon was saying that it's good.
Yeah,
So
it
you
is.
should
It
definitely
is
carry
really
on.
good stuff.
I'll have to box up some stuff so you can take it up to uni when you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna let them all try it, and then
Yeah.
What do you mean
I
let them
can
all?
gloat that I've got a friend. Well,
do
we
you
do
mean let
live with
them all?
other people, Max, and then I can gloat that I've got a friend who's really good at baking. It's a win-win. Oh. It is really good. I suppose just quickly, because I suppose that's sort of coming to the end of it, is have you got any plans of going back to uni soon, or is it just no clue?
No clue. I'm waiting to see what the government say tonight, but I'm not under any
Yeah.
illusion we're going back anytime soon.
Yeah, no. How long have you been back for?
At home?
Yeah.
God, when did I come home? Came home, I can't even remember, in December, a couple of weeks before Christmas. But hopefully we can go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I miss it.
you never know.
We do miss it. I think everyone misses it, don't they, a bit?
Yeah.
It's obviously nice being home, but you do get fed up a bit.
I like being home for a certain amount of time, and then I like to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the same. Well, I suppose that sort of wraps it up, really. Thank you for coming on. You've been a great guest.
Thanks for having me. It's been very fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to our little bake-off we have with Max. Max is the judge.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that as well. Trying ones, the 2 cakes, because obviously I didn't get to try any of Brandon's cheesecake.
No, you didn't.
Because it ended up somewhere it shouldn't have been. Yeah. To be fair, your cake was good. So looking forward to the bake-off.
Yeah.
The Great Nuneaton Bake-Off.
The Great Nuneaton Bake-Off. Get it trending on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, thank you again for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
For the next episode, we've got, and our next guest is, he's a good friend of mine and Brandon. He goes by many names. The prodigal son, one of them.
Yes.
Yeah, he goes mad of many names.
He is a man of many names.
He is,
He's a
yeah.
vodka connoisseur.
He
So
is
if
the
you want
vodka.
to
Yeah,
learn about vodka, you can have a little listening to our next podcast.
yeah. He's very passionate
Yeah.
about vodka.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose we'll wrap it up there. Thank you again for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll, yeah.
Yeah.